Good morning, Raptor Freaks. Lexiot's here. It's Tuesday, and we're doing Tuesday trivia today. And if you see the picture, it's about our championship year. It's still the 5-year anniversary of the Raptors' first championship in 2019. And today, we're going to be doing a special trivia in honor of the 5-year anniversary. Even though it's earlier this year, it's still the year 5 years of the championship. And there's reasons why I wanted to do this one this week, and I'm going to show you why as we go through the trivia today. But yeah, basically, I'm going to say this. The trivia today, I would like nobody to use Google at all. If you do not know the answers, we're just not going to do them. I know I have to trust y'all on this, and y'all may use Google, but I really, really want you to not, because in some ways, this trivia does not need Google. Let's just put it that way. And then the other thing I will say is that that this trivia is all about people that have one of these right here. You see what this is? This is a Raptors championship ring from 2019. So the people that the answers to these answers are all people that have one of these, like my replica ring right here. So that's basically all you need to know. And that could be open-ended. It could be whoever. I don't know who. It could be a player. Sure. It could be a player. It could be any personnel that has to do with the championship team in 2019. So we're going to do David's style of trivia clues, where we do 3 clues, one hard one, one middle one, and then an easy one that hopefully you guys will get the answers from. David's going to give us the point totals for how much he thinks they'll be worth. David, I want that column there so I can read the point total that you're putting in as you do it. That's the whole reason why I keep moving those columns on our spreadsheet, is because I can't see on my computer with the spreading of it out. You've got it way over here, and I can't read everything. So when I'm moving everything in and condensing, David, it's because I want to be able to see everything on one page, on one screen. And that's the only reason why I'm condensing the screens like that. The last couple of trivias we've done, I can't see jack shit all the way on the side corner because it's spread so far over, and I have to move it over. So I want it all on one screen so I can see it all. And I'd love the live score, to see your live score as you put it in, David. That's part of why I did it that way. So anyway, yeah, guys, it looks like we got a good number of people in already. So maybe we'll start the trivia right away. Let me see what's up. First, we'll go with Monique. Good morning, Raptor Freak crew. Good morning to you, Superfan Mo. Missed you yesterday in the stream, but I hope you're having a great day. And thanks for coming in and with your knowledge and your news on the Raptor Freak chat, as always. Always so informative and helpful, Monique Lawrence. Amit is here. Yo, our Raptors Freak champion of trivia right now. Amit Gaming in the house. Amit Gaming 2K. That's right. Hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're doing well also, Amit. I know it's around 4:30 in the afternoon where you are right now. So you're all ready. I'm sure you're all ready. Other than correct name spelling, I haven't searched all season unless you gave me the go-ahead. There you go. And I love that, Amit. Thank you. I appreciate that. You are so good at this, man. You don't need the Google. Seriously. In some ways, I'm really interested in testing you as best as we can as far as just your knowledge as a young person. And man, I'm really impressed with you, Amit. Seriously, you are amazing. And today, this will be one of those days where you can probably show some stuff off and do really, really well. So I would appreciate people trying not to Google as much as possible, because honestly, for these answers, you probably don't need to. You probably don't need to. A lot of this stuff is common knowledge to Raptors fans. And you don't need to. It's the championship team. We know them. We know them, right? We know them. We know the championship team, right? Good morning, Raptor Free crew from Cool Cat. Good morning to you, Cool Cat. I'm happy to see you in the morning. The coach coming in, and she's got great wisdom and experience and knowledge of the sport of basketball. I respect it so much. Amit saying you should pin that comment you put. You know what? You're right, Amit. You're right. Let me do that. Let me do that real quick. We'll pin the message. Please, no using Google today, to use your knowledge when playing today. Just use your knowledge. Yeah, there you go. I appreciate that, Amit. And we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully people will try to follow the rules, but if they don't, what can I do? What can I do? But you know what, Amit? You're a badass, and I appreciate how you're doing it this season. I really do, because in some ways, this will be a new kind of test. If you're going to repeat as champion, this will be the fun way to do it, because you know what? I'll tell you, if you do this the whole entire season, you've really earned it. And I'll be very proud of you. I will be extremely proud of you, man. Fiercey's here. Good morning, fam, and happy Tuesday. back to the stream, but also back to work. Lord help me. Yeah, Fiercey, I know being in Jamaica, being away for vacation last week was fantastic. I've seen some of your pictures on Facebook. It looks like you had so much fun, MJ. It looked like the weather was beautiful, the people were beautiful, and the food was beautiful, and the drinks. That's right. Fiercey had a great week last week, and it's back to the grind. Yeah. Well, hopefully you have some time to play some trivia with this morning, and get some points. Yeah, get some Raptor Freak trivia points. That's right. Amit's saying, do the players in the Marc Gasol trade count today? I can't tell you anything right now. The only thing I would say to you, Amit, is every single person that's an answer today has a championship ring from the Raptors championship year. So if that answers your question right there, they all have to be ring holders. Let's just put it that way. All right. Trevor's saying good pickup for the Raptors yesterday. I like that player. Yes, we got Jalen Rhoden, I believe is his name. He played for the Detroit Pistons last season. He's a kind of a forward scorer. And, well, I mean, we'll see. He's coming to training camp. I don't expect a whole lot from him. I think he will be one of the cuts. So let's not get overly excited about Rhoden because, honestly, he's probably going to be cut in training camp, and he will not be playing for the Raptors this year. He's one of those kind of players. I say Bruno Fernando is more valuable to keep a hold on and have around. Rhoden's just getting a nice tryout. And, man, the odds are stacked against him to make this team. Let's just put it that way. The odds are stacked against James or Jalen Rowland or Rhoden on how he can make this team. I'm sorry. It's just like that was breaking news yesterday. The Raptors getting a new player, Rhoden, from the Pistons. He just coming in for a training camp, non-guaranteed contract. And, yeah, the odds are against him. I'm telling you right now. Randolph's here. Blessed, beloved Raptor Freaks, good morning. Blessings to you and your loved ones. Don't get too comfortable if success is your goal. All progress takes place outside your comfort zone. Yeah. Oh, man, that's awesome. I love that, Randolph. Thanks for the words of wisdom. And Leo Routens is saying this. The most important decision you make is to be in a good mood. I like that, Leo. Yeah, in some ways, Leo's in a rough spot this week. And in some ways, he's just going to decide, I'm going to have a good day no matter what. And a beautiful picture of Charlotte posted on his Twitter this morning. His little dog Charlotte. Very, very nice. Bryce is here. Good morning, Lex and Raptor Freaks. Good morning to you, Bryce. Always good to see you. Fiercely saying no Google. Got it. Yeah, I think y'all will be doing very well with this trivia regardless. And I think Monique, you'll do very well today if you want to jump in and write in some of the answers also. Trevor's saying good morning, family. Spend time with your loved ones because one day when you look up from your busy schedule, they will be gone forever. There, we got all three wise men chiming in before the trivia starts. And yeah, this is one that really is hitting hard with me is because I really do want to spend as much time with my loved ones while I can. That's for sure. Whether it's my grandmother who's 102, whoever it is in my family, I do want to see them. Yeah, let's see. Rhoden is a 905 guy. Yeah, I don't know. Blake Murphy was kind of weird about this. I don't know if Rhoden will actually be 905 either. Blake Murphy had a really confusing tweet yesterday. He was saying, we don't know who the Exhibit 10 is for the Raptors right now. It was supposed to be Quincy Guerrier, but he's saying he's not sure if he is or Rhoden is. So I'm not willing to commit to saying this at this point, Monique. In some ways, James Rhoden is not a 905 kind of player to bring in. I don't think he. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see it as this. This guy's more like Josh Jackson. A couple of years ago, he's getting his last chance to make the league. And I don't, unless somebody says, yeah, he's going to be going to 905 for sure. I don't know if that's actually true. I think Quincy Guerrier is the guy who's on the Exhibit 10, even though Blake Murphy's not totally sure, and that he will be the one that is in that spot. But I have no idea. You may be exactly right, Mo. In some ways, I was busy yesterday, very busy yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to do my complete homework on Rhoden and what the intentions of the Raptors are with him. But you may be exactly right. But I think that normally the people that are signed around this time of the year like this are people that are just coming to training camp to be competitive and try and make a spot. But really, honestly, these late additions don't have a chance. I think this is Josh Jackson this year, Mo. I really do. I think Bruno Fernando has a really good chance to make the team, but I don't know if Rhoden does. And if he's on 905, that's great. That's great. But I'm not sure what year he's in. And I'm not sure where he's at in his career. Cowboys here. Good morning, Lex from Raptor Freaks. Let's go, Raptors. Dap, dap, dap to you, Cowboy. And Smooth's here. Rhoden is 905 depth. Okay. Well, if that's what's going to happen, that's great. How old is he? I don't even know. I didn't do any of my background research on him. I just saw that we got him signed. And then I should have looked into it more, honestly. I dropped the ball on this. I got caught up in the DNC last night watching Steve Kerr tell Donald Trump it's time for night-night. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Steve Kerr, you know what? You've had quite the character arc this summer. You go from not letting Wiggins play at the Olympics and doing weird stuff to the Celtics at the Olympics to this. I'm actually a big fan of Steve Kerr again. It comes full circle. It comes full circle. Yeah, he's 23. Okay, well, that's a good 24. Okay. All right, rodent equals 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Okay, he's 24. All right, well, we'll see. We'll see. In some ways, I'm just going by the history of when things happen in the year. And usually 905 and things like that are kind of sorted out, like when we got Bruno Fernando or, get in the draft pick or something like that. I don't know. If Rodin's on the 905 this year, that'd be fantastic. That'd be fantastic because he played for Motor City Cruise. That's what you said yesterday. That's right. So he was playing for Motor City Cruise. All right, let's get going. David is here, so he's ready to judge and analyze as we do the game to see if it's hard. Like in some ways, David, if this is a really hard question, nobody's getting it. Give them like 200 points or 100 points or how many you want to do it. But yeah, in some ways, not knowing ahead of time how hard the question is going to be because we didn't test these questions. We'll determine how much you're going to give them. So I know David's going to give some really good points to people today. So let's get going right here. We got the end of the chat. Let's start. All right. So today we're doing ring holders and personnel on the 2019 championship team of the Raptors. And we'll start with the first clue. This is a person. It's not a place. It's a person. Used to play basketball when they were younger in Minnesota. This person played basketball in Minnesota when they were a younger person. That's the only clue I can give you right now. They played basketball when they were younger in Minnesota. I can't even tell you if that was in college or not. I'll just say that this person liked to play basketball when they were a kid. There you go. Patrick McCaw. That's an interesting guess. It's wrong, Amit. But I love that you didn't half-ass me. You wrote the full name in. Jody Meeks. All right. If you're just going to spam answers, don't do that too either, Amit. So we'll do the next clue. Maybe I'll say everybody gets one guess per clue. How about that? Just so we don't spam out the whole entire championship team, because that in some ways can be overpowering because Amit can type so fast. If he spams, like writes in the whole championship team faster than anybody, he's going to get a lot of the answers, right? So let's give you one clue each, and nobody else is saying anything. So it's your game only right now. So, all right, the second clue for this person is that this person used to work at Disney's Wide World of Sports complex. This person used to work at Disney's Wide Worlds of Sports complex. So yeah. Let's see. Everybody gets one guess between things. We don't want it to be we want it to be fair. Lorenzo Brown is not right. Does anybody else want to take a guess on this person? They played basketball when they were younger in the state of Minnesota, and they also worked at Disney's Wide World of Sports complex at some point in their life. Yeah, this is going to be a curveball here. Do you want? All right, I'll give you two since you set it up. You set it up with two. You can get two each clue. How about that, Amit? You get two each clue. We'll do that. Everybody gets two each clue. You can write in two for each clue. That's fine because in some ways you're the only one who's answering right now. Nobody else has a clue right now, which is very interesting. Jordan Lloyd is wrong also. All right, here's the third and final clue. Chuck Norris. All right then, cowboy. You put Chuck Norris's name in here? Oh, shit, he's going to come here now. I got to hide now. Why'd you do that, cowboy? We don't need Chuck Norris coming in. All right. Greg Monroe? No, it's not Greg Monroe, Bryce. All right, the third clue, and this will be the one that makes you understand this game is going to be harder than y'all think. All right, this is the third clue, guys. The third clue is that Terrence Ross, no, it's not Terrence Ross. Lex, like you, Steve Kerr won me over with last night with his night comment. Yeah, that was awesome. Wasn't it, Randolph? All right, the third clue is this is the new president of Toronto's WNBA team. Wow, look at that, how I turned it around on that. This is the new president of the Toronto WNBA team. Eric Moreland is wrong. He is not the president of the WNBA team. And Amit, you have one more guess. Teresa Resch is right. Carlo JS coming in and getting it. That's right. So I told y'all, it's just people who have rings. They don't have to be players. So y'all better be ready. All right, you're just behind Fiercey, but that is the right answer. Teresa Resch is the first correct answer for this. David's giving you 50 points, Carlo. That's fantastic. Good job, Carlo. Good job. So, yeah, this is how it's going to be, Amit. Just so you know, this isn't just players. It's going to be anybody who got the ring. Morning to Eye Candy from Seymour. That's right. Oh, I was thinking of nobody's on our championship roster. Well, you might be on to something there, too. So stay tuned, Amit. This will be a challenge, but this is good. You'll see. All right, let's go. It could be nobody's or somebody's. They could be somebody's too. That's the thing. The only rule for this trivia today is somebody's got a ring. They got to have one of these that I showed y'all at the beginning of this show. All right, here we go. Here's the second one. He played for 7 NBA teams. The Raptors championship year was his last NBA team. So that's a pretty good clue right there. And honestly, that's going to make you think of all kinds of people. Well, anybody who's got a ring on it from that team is going to work. Yeah. Good morning, Seymour. Good one, Lex. Thank you. Jeremy Lin is not right. Most saying she's not playing. It's too fast. Jeremy Lin is not right. CJ Miles is not right. It's Jody Meeks. Jody Meeks is the right answer. Sheriff Seymour Pape's getting this one. The other two clues for this one, 75 for Seymour. He got it on the first clue. That's pretty good. The second clue is it's this guy's birthday tomorrow, guys. It's Jody Meeks' birthday tomorrow, so he'll be our birthday celebration tomorrow. And then the last one is this player came back and played for the Raptors 905 2 seasons ago. Y'all remember that Jody Meeks came and showed up as a mentor to the 905 in Eric Curry's first year as a coach of the 905. So there you go. Seymour's blam, bam. He got some points. That's right. There you go. 75 points. Thank you, David, for administrating it. Yeah. Meeks played for 7 teams. Yeah, he did. He played for like Philly. He played for Orlando. He played for us. He played for Golden State. Yeah, he played for a lot of teams. Wizards, Lakers, and Raptors. Yeah. Such a novice. No, it's all good. Ahmed knows. He probably has a Jody Meeks card. He just needs to go review it a little bit. All right, let's go to the next one. This is the next person, a ring bearer, a ring holder of rings, a ring holder. All right, this person was the acting head coach of the Raptors for a few games at one point. This person was the acting head coach of the Raptors for just a couple games. He had to be the head coach for a little while. This person, Dwayne Casey's wrong. Nope, it's not Dwayne Casey. Sergio Scariolo is right. Ahmet Gaming, remembering that Sergio had to take over during COVID in Tampa, and he coached the Raptors as the head coach for a couple games when Nick Nurse was out with the COVID. Yeah, Darrell Walker's not right either. No, 25 points to Ahmet for that one. That's on the first guess. The other two clues were he's a mentor to Darko Rajakovic and Jordi Fernandez. And also, he won 4 Eurobasket championships and a World Cup as the head coach of Spain. Yeah, great clue, David. Great clue. All right, the fourth person is the first clue is this. And remember, it's just somebody who has a ring. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a player. It could be anybody who got a ring in 2019 with the Raptors. So, yeah, Darrell Walker and Dwayne Casey, those aren't good answers, guys. Let's just put it that way. All right, the next clue is this person went to college at UNLV. Yeah, that's wide open. That could be, you don't have to be a player to go to UNLV. You could do all kinds of things at UNLV. Yeah, you could study player personnel or training, scouting or something like that. Yeah, this person went to UNLV. While Ahmed's coming in with a strong, emphatic caps lock of Patrick McCaw, and he's right. This is actually right this time. Ahmed, you can get this one. The second clue is he currently plays for Delaware Bluecoats, and the third clue is he won 3 championships in his first 3 years in the NBA. So, yeah, that is Patrick McCaw. And good job, Ahmed, getting that one right away. That's pretty damn good, honestly. Pretty good. All right, the next one. Let's see. Yeah. More points for the Caps? No, listen, I just knew. It's like in some ways, it's like you're on the game show. And even though you're not mic'd, you just yelled it out real quick. Patrick McCaw. That's why you put it in caps, because you yelled it. And I see that Bryce was right after him with the name right afterwards. So he knew it too. Yeah. It's all good, man. Good job, Ahmet. You're on it. All right. The next clue is this. This person played college basketball for the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. This person played basketball in college for Hawaii is the clue, basically. That's the next person on this list. Played for Hawaii. No reference anything. Y'all go off the top of your head here. Seriously. I want y'all to not look up anything if you can. Bobby Webster. Carlos guessing Bobby Webster. That's a fantastic guess. That is a fantastic guess, Carlo, but it's wrong. It's not the right person, but that's a fantastic guess. Nick Nurse is not right. Yeah, this is a really good guess, isn't it, David? Because Bobby Webster's from Hawaii. So that would make total sense that Bobby Webster would have gone to Hawaii, but he didn't. It's not him. And Nick Nurse isn't right either on it. All right, let's give you guys the next clue. I'm going to keep this moving along today. The second clue is it's this guy's birthday on Saturday. Jody Meeks' birthday is tomorrow. Well, this guy has his birthday on Saturday. I don't want y'all looking up dates or anything, and you probably won't figure it out from that. But yeah, this person's birthday is on Saturday. Fiercely saying Adrian Griffin. That's a fantastic guess also. It's not right, though. Seymour's going to half-ass it and say Masai, but at least Masai is kind of like a Madonna name or Cher. But still, it's not Ujiri. That's not the right answer either. So let's go ahead and give the third clue. Masai Ujirian. Yeah, I like that. The last clue is this. And this is the one I'll give it away. This person went to 6 consecutive NBA finals as an NBA assistant coach. If you know who that is, you'll get it. Yeah, Wayne Embry's not right either, Amit. That's a pretty interesting guess. Isaac's going to put me on blast real quick. This person went to 6 consecutive NBA finals as an assistant coach. That's crazy. That may be a brain twister right there. Think about that. There's only one person that did that. Kenny Atkinson. No, Kenny Atkinson was never on the Raptors. Kareem's half-assing me with Jama. No, it's not Jama. Even though that's another Madonna kind of name. It's not Jama Mahalea. No. This is another person on our staff when we won the championship that went to now think about it. How would they go to the finals? Well, first of all, if they went to the finals with the Raptors, that was in the middle of the 6 years in a row where they went to the finals. Jama is not right, guys. Jama is not right, Seymour. Yeah. Patrick Mutombo, interesting guess. That's not right either, Isaac. So you got to think, who was in the finals for those 6 years around the Raptors championship, and how would that happen? Alex McKechnie is not right. That's a good guess. Oh, there we go. Cool Cat got it. It's Lakers assistant coach Phil Handy, because he went to the finals with LeBron and the Cavs for 4 years straight. Then he went to the finals with the Raptors in 2019, and then he went to the Lakers and went to the finals in 2020 in the bubble in the Lakers team. So yeah, Cool Cat gets this one. That's a fantastic one. Cool Cat got it. It is Phil Handy. Bravo. A hand for Cool Cat on getting handy. Seriously. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, you like that one, eh? That was a puzzler. A puzzler. Yeah, and Cool Cat knew it. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Cool Cat, you're awesome. No, you knew that one. That was good. All right, here's the next clue, guys. This person was born in Palo Alto, California. This person was born in Palo Alto, California. Any kind of person that's got one of these, baby. One of these, baby. The buttered popcorn on the ring. Oh, crap. Ah! It's fine. Rolled out. Yeah, let's see. Norman Powell. First, he's going to say Norman Powell on this one. He's from Palo Alto, California. That's a good guess. He's from California. Yeah. Amit saying, I didn't even know he was an assistant. I'm a casual. Laugh my ass off. It's all good, man. Phil Handy was with our team when we won the championship. Lorenzo Brown is wrong. David Moreland. I don't even know if that's a guy on our team. David Moreland. No, it's not David Moreland. You may be thinking about David Saborin and Moreland. Kawhi. Now you're half-assing me, but that's fine. But it's wrong. It's wrong. All right, let's do the second clue for the next one. The second clue is that this person, it's his birthday on Friday, guys. Another person's birthday this week. I wanted to do these birthday clues because there's all these people from the championship year that have their birthday this week. And one of them is on Friday. Now, I don't want y'all to look that up. We're guessing who these people are. And the two clues so far is this person is born in Palo Alto, California, and it's his birthday on Friday. Yeah, Danny Green is a good guess. It's not right. Yeah, David's saying those are the clues. Born in Palo Alto, California, and it's their birthday on Friday. Yeah, Jeremy Lin is right. Ahmed, you got it. The third clue would be that they have a celebrity game in Toronto that Simu frequents at. So it's Jeremy Lin is the right answer on this one. It is Jeremy Lin's birthday on Friday, and he is born in Palo Alto, California. Yeah, a little bit of a red herring in some ways. I wanted to make it a little tough because in some ways people don't realize that Jeremy Lin was born in California. Yeah. So there you go. Good job. Amit's still doing very, very well off the top of his head. I'm very impressed. All right, let's go to the next question. All right, this person, the seventh question is, this person was originally from Renfrew, Ontario. So this guy's Canadian that won a championship here. He's originally from Renfrew, Ontario. So what do you guys think? Hey, what's up, Brian? What's up, Freak Nation? What's up, Brian? To the point. Dap to you, Brian. Play some trivia with us. It's Tuesday, my guy. Of course, we're playing trivia. So this person on the Raptors team in 2019 is from Renfrew, Ontario. Chris Boucher's an interesting guess. It's not right. It's not right. But of course, he is Canadian and he's from this country. So I see why you made that shot just to see. Yeah, yeah. Oshawa Brissett is not right. Is not right. Did you say Oshawa Brissett? Oshawa Brissett. That's pretty cool. Actually, man, maybe like they should have called him Oshawa. Oshawa Brissett. I don't know. Carlo JS. How do you know this? Seriously, how did you know this? Seriously, the next clue is he helped. All right, the next clue was he treated Fred VanVleet when he was on the ground bleeding against the Warriors in the finals. And then the last clue was he was the head athletic trainer for the Raptors for 28 years. And wow, how did you know that, Carlo? Seriously, you Google searched Renfrew championship. Don't do that. I put a clue in there, Carlo. No Google searching today. We're all doing this off the top of our heads. And in some ways, you broke the rules. So no Google search, Carlo. I've been telling people that from the start. Ahmed's not allowed to Google search. You shouldn't either. So don't put Renfrew, Ontario in the championship. Yeah. Give him 25 since he used Google. Yeah, just 25. It's all good. Carlo, oh my gosh, it's pinned. It's all good, my guy. It's all good. So no more Google. Seriously, I want to see how much y'all know off the top of your head. Seriously, this is a pure competition of mental knowledge and not the computer's knowledge. Come on now, guys. All right. The next question is: this person graduated with a degree in statistics and actuarial sciences. This person graduated with a degree in statistics and actuarial sciences. You know what an actuary does, right? There's somebody who predicts how likely you are to die. Yikes. Yeah. Danny Green, Bobby Webster. No, that's none of those guys. Cream Sam minus him. Man, we're tough today. Butt dial being tough there. Chris Boucher. That's not right either. No. All right. Let's do the next clue. This person now works for the Atlanta Hawks. This person now works for the Atlanta Hawks. Currently, right now, is working for Atlanta Hawks at this point. So, yeah, let's see. Chris Boucher. Yeah, it's not Chris Boucher. Kyle Lowry's not right. Kyle Lowry's on Philadelphia, my guy. Yeah, but this person, Brittany Donaldson, is right. That's right. Cool Cat getting it. She has a degree in actuarial science and statistics, and she now works for the Atlanta Hawks. And also, the last clue, David wrote, was awesome. It is first female coaching hire for all three NBA teams she has coached for. And that's the Raptors, the Pistons, and the Hawks. So she's the first ever female hire in the coaching staff for all three of those teams. Brittany Donaldson is the right answer for question number 8. Good job, Cool Cat. Cool Cat's getting those tougher known coaches on this so far. It's pretty good, pretty damn good. Kareem St. Jeremy Lin. I don't even know who that is, head scratcher. You don't know Brittany Donaldson? Oh my gosh. It's the first female coach in the Raptors history. That's right. Assistant coach. Yeah. Now we got Mary. Mary's the female coach on our team right now. All right, the next question is this. This guy has collected 5 championships globally in his basketball career. This guy has 5 championships globally in his basketball career. Yeah, that's pretty big. Like 5 championships, including the Raptors championship. Marc Gasol is a good guess. It's not right. Lorenzo Brown is a good guess. It's not right. Jordan Lloyd is the right answer. So Ahmed gets it on his second guess. This one is Jordan Lloyd. The other clue about Jordan Lloyd is he was not able to participate in any 2019 playoff games because he was a two-way, and then he was featured in the photo of the shot against the Sixers. So Jordan Lloyd is the right answer here. Ahmed is just very diligent. He has educated guesses, and he's very quick. He's very quick in there. Yeah, Serge Ibaka, Pau Gasol, it's not right. Yeah. And you said that Jordan Lloyd's coming to play in Israel. Okay, cool. All right, the next person on this list is this guy always went out with the players when they wanted to hit the town. This guy always went out with them. He was always somebody who was like, I'm going to go out with you guys because you guys are fun. If you're going out, I'm going too. So this guy always went out. Yeah. And Kareem's like, how do you know this shit? Fiercely saying Drake. No, it's not Drake, but that's a good guess. Drake, he got a ring, didn't he? Did they give Drake a ring? I'm not sure. Patrick Mutombo. Kareem's like Patrick Mutombo always went out. He went on the town with them. Yeah, he was always out on the town with the Raptors. Yeah, he loved being on the town with the Raptors. Hey, you guys going out? Yeah, let's go. Jamal McGlure. That's a great answer. So Seymour Pape. That makes sense. Jim Sand. Okay. I don't know about Jim Sand. All right, let me give you all the next guess. Let me give you all the next guess. All right, this person is a former Toronto police detective. This person used to be in the Toronto Police Department. Yeah, yeah. Party animal, Pascal Siakam. You think of Siakam was always going out? That may be right. I don't know if he was a police detective, though. Nate Bjorngren is not right either. No, 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 no. This person was a former police detective for the Toronto Police, guys. Yikes, yikes. This is one that Monique needs to get. This is one that Monique would get if she wants to write it in. She knows who it is. Adrian Griffin, he's just guessing. All right, Amit's put in 2 guesses, so I'm going to go to the next clue. The last clue should give it away. This guy kept the Raptors safe during their championship run. Yeah, that's the one right there. That's the one. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. That's the thing. Either you know, you know. And I know Monique knows. I know she knows whose name this is. Yeah, yeah. So they always went out when they went on the town. And there, she didn't spell it right, but we're going to give it to her. John Attilia is the correct answer. He was head of security for the Raptors the year of our championship. And he always went out when they went out because he needed to be there to protect them. And he is a former Toronto police detective. So, yeah, 100 points to Mo for getting John Attilia. Security is important for champion Raptors. That's right. That's right. Not the sheriff that shoved Masai. No, it's not that guy. Yeah, the head of security. Yeah, John Attilia. Yeah, there you go. And Amit doesn't know his name, but he knows his face. Yeah, there you go. He's always in a suit. Well, he's not with us anymore. He's retired, and there's a new guy that's the security for us. He's a light-skinned black guy, and I don't know his name. I should find out his name because I want to honor him too. Yeah, yeah. John Attilia is not currently protecting the Raptors anymore. He was with us for a long, long time. In some ways, he kind of switched when Nick left. He's out when he left, and now we have a new guy who was around the team last year. Yeah, you'll see him when you see him on TV. You'll see who I'm talking about. He kind of looks like Mark Jones, Paul Jones's brother, except older and bigger. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The guy who's in charge of security now for the Raptors. I gotta find out his name. Mo, if you know his name, the new security guy, let me know because I don't know. Maybe Mo sees these people when she goes to games and gets to know them. Like I'll bet she did talk to John Attilia. I love that Monique got that one. Yeah. That name sounds like a dick. John Altilia. Yeah, I mean, you could say John, I'll kill ya if you come near Scotty Barnes. That's a good name for him. John, I'll kill ya. Yeah, you coming near Scotty Barnes? Yeah, I'll kill ya. He was at the Subway event when I went to it. Like when they had us all in the rooms, he was there protecting Scotty when all the crazy fans were in the Subway pop-up restaurant. And Scotty was in there with like 1,000 people and crammed in a really small place. He was there with him. Yeah, he was. He was. John Attilia. Altilia. Yeah, yeah. Dunk for Seymour. All right, we'll give Seymour a dunk in the middle, David, for sure. Where's Seymour Pape? Seymour getting a dunk. He's at 117 on the dunk list now. Let's see. OG is an 84 overall in 2K25. We're going to talk about OG in a little bit. Did Melbester hack your account on it? David, you get a dunk for that one. David, you get a dunk for that one. Did Melbester hack Amit's account because he's talking about OG 164? 164. That's hilarious. OG was on the championship team. He's just bringing him up. It's all good. It's all good. Let's go to the next clue, guys. This is fantastic. You guys are, I'm really impressed with the people who are getting these off the top of their head. A Cool Cat in particular. Oh my gosh. All right. Next one is this guy actually ran the practice at the coach's open house in the fall of 2022. I've talked about this, and this is not common knowledge that's on the internet. You couldn't Google this, but I said this when I went to that coach's open house. This guy actually ran the practice in fall of 2022. Yeah, yeah. So that's the clue there. Adrian Griffin is not right, Amit. Is not right. That's not the right person. Let's see if anybody else can put a clue in here. Nate Bjorngren is the right one. I should actually make it so you guys only get one guess or each clue. Because in some ways, when there's a finite number of names, in some ways it should be like you get one shot, and if you don't get it, you get the next clue, then you get the next shot. But we'll do it for 2 right now. But I think in the future, we may make more trivia rules just to make it more competitive and fun. 25 to Amit. It is true. It was Nate Bjorngren who ran the coach's open house instead of Nick Nurse in fall of 2022. The other clues that I wrote for Nate were he used to work for the Indiana Pacers. And he's a longtime friend and associate of Butthole Face. That's the easy clue right there. All right, next person. This person went to college at Holy Cross. This person went to college at Holy Cross. I won't tell you what they did there. They could have done anything there. This person went to college at Holy Cross. Yeah, Holy Cross. Thank you, David, for giving the points out today. Fantastic work. And thank you once again, David, for getting the trivia set up with me. I really appreciate the work you put in. Seriously. It's 13. I forget his name. Well, that's no good. That's no good. All right, let's keep going. He's forgotten his name. This person was the first person to ever get a two-way contract with the Raptors. This is the first ever two-way in the contract in the history. Now, Monique, you're half-assing us, but we're going to give it to you. We're going to give it to you just because, Monique, you're going to get it because she put in Miller and she got. I'm gonna overrule anything right here, and I'm sure David will agree with me. We're going to give this one to Monique because she got it in there first, even if she put in just the last name. That's the right name. Miller. Malcolm Miller is the right answer. He's the first ever two-way in the history of the Raptors franchise. And surprisingly, he played in 10 games for the Raptors during our championship playoff run. Did y'all realize that Malcolm Miller got 10 games in that championship run? He played in that many games. Of course, it was for like 1 minute a lot of the times, but still. Yeah. You can't seagull Mo. That's Mo. That's right. No seagulling Mo. In some ways, Mo gets different rules. And if she wants to half-ass it with the last name, she's welcome to. That's right. So there you go. Cowboy and Seymour put Mo on blast for getting Malcolm Miller in the trivia today. That's awesome. All right, this is the next question. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 more questions on today's trivia. Okay, this person played basketball for the Griffins and wore number 13. This person played basketball for the Griffins and wore the number 13. Yeah, seagulling is a new term we're using in the trivia where somebody puts the name out and they half-ass it, and then Amit swoops in and gets the answer because they didn't write the full name, and he seagulls it out of their hands. That's the thing we were saying about that. Yeah, Malcolm Miller, isn't he in Germany? I don't know where he is. I think he was in Puerto Rico the last time I saw him. David saying, we know Mo knows the full name. Yeah, they steal French fries. That's right. Lorenzo Brown is wrong. Fiercely saying, okay. Mo's saying Allen. Allen? No, it's not somebody named Allen. That's not right. All right, let's do the second clue for this person who played for Griffins, number 13. This person is considered one of Chris Boucher's best friends on the whole entire team. This person, like, involved with the team. This is one of Chris Boucher's best friends in the Raptors organization or on the team. It's wide open. It's anybody who has a ring. So I'll just say that. That may give it away right there. So this person is considered one of the very best friends of Chris Boucher, is what I would say right now. Norman Powell is not right. Cowboy's going to guess Mo. I don't know. Mo could be one of the best friends of Chris Boucher. Maybe. But this is a tough question. In some ways, this one, it may be one of the tougher people on this list, just so y'all know. So this person played for Griffins and wore number 13 and is best friends with Chris Boucher, and still to this day, very, very close with Chris. In fact, I see this person with Chris around the team still presently. So how about that? That's a bit of an extra clue right there. The last clue for this person is, thank you, David, for Jama is not right. The last clue for this one is this person is the owner of Make Way and Mac House. It's a sneaker customization studio. Now, I want to say this is not a player, just so y'all know. That's the other clue I'll say right there. Yeah, does looking on Instagram count as Googling? Yes. Any kind of searching. This is all out of here, completely off here. So there's none of it. Jamal McGlure is not right. Monique, do you know the person that helps the team that is very close to Chris? You know who it is. Write it in. Yeah, Monique got it. Her last name is Weaver. It's Shelby. Shelby Weaver is the right answer to this one. This is a really hard question. This is the hardest question here. David, I'd say give her more points, seriously. Because honestly, nobody knows who Shelby Weaver is except people like Monique that are on the inside with this team. And Shelby Weaver is absolutely one of the best friends of Chris Boucher. And yeah, she played for Griffins and number 13. See, there's a little red herrings. Could get you down the wrong path and not think it's the player personnel director or player services director, Shelby Weaver. Yeah. 150 for Mo. Thanks, David. I appreciate you doing that for him. Yeah. What is Griffins? I don't know either. David wrote that clue. I just thought, I was like, man, this is so weird. I'm going to leave this one because like they're going to think it's a player. The Griffins, and they wore number 13. Yeah, those are details. Is like, okay, whoever knows that about Shelby Weaver, one of the player personnel people in the Raptors organization. Yeah, University of Guelph basketball team. So she played for Guelph here in Canada. So that's where it is. Yeah, she found that answer on Instagram. So there you go. So Amit, you were on the right track. Monique, I told you, Mo, you were going to do good today because honestly, you know this team and the staff better than a lot of average Raptors fans. Seriously, you know these people behind the scenes better, and this is your trivia in some ways to do well for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good job, Mo. Good job, Mo. All right, let's keep going. We got a few more. This person is still with the Raptors and has worked for them for over 10 years now. This person is still with the Raptors right now and they have worked for that team for over 10 years now. Yeah. Somebody just had their 10-year anniversary with the team recently. Who's that? Alex McKechnie is not right. Jamal McGlure is not right. Masai Ujiri is not right. And Monique is going to come in and get it. Look at this. Now, put the next part in. We know who it is because there are a couple of Erics that could be on this. Yeah. Bobby Webster is not right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 75 to Mo. Now, just please, Monique, just put the last name in because there was a player that had that first name also. Last names are okay, but don't do just the first name because there is a player on the team that had that, and that could be an answer for another person, is what I'm saying. So the second clue is that this person has a bachelor's of applied science and aerospace engineering. And then the last clue is hilarious. It is basically Mo really didn't like this guy coaching 905, and neither did I. That was the last clue. Yeah, Curry. We're going to give it to Mo. I just wanted to clarify which Eric she means because there are a lot of Erics in our franchise at that time. And in some ways, we don't get confused. Did you mean Eric Smith? It could have meant Eric Smith for all I know, you know? Yeah, and Kareem didn't spell it right. So 75 to Mo. There you go. Mo's cleaning up today. I knew she would. Yeah, that answer was Eric Curry. In some ways, I was hoping y'all would think Masai with that clue. It's like he's been with the Raptors for over 10 years now. Yeah, that's Masai Ujiri, right? No, it's Eric Curry. It could be Eric Montross. Exactly. Eric Montross. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say, and full ass knows you don't half ass. That's why. That's why right there. All right, then two more guys, and then we're done. And this has been a fun trivia. Very, very interesting and fun. All right, this one, the first clue is this person was featured in season 10 of Open Gym. This person was featured in a season 10 of Open Gym. Yeah, feature in Open Gym. Yeah, prayers to Montross family. Yeah, because Eric passed away last year. Fred VanVleet was featured in season 10 of the Open Gym. Yeah, he probably was, but that's not the right answer. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, we haven't done any of the main guys. Jamal McGlure is a good answer, but it's wrong. Yeah, I skipped 15. I'll go back. I'll go back to that one. Yeah, you're right. I did skip, but I think I did that on purpose slightly. Yeah, I'll come back to it. Andrew's saying, "Hey, Raptor Freak crew. Hope everyone is doing well. Thanks, Andrew. I'm playing some trivia. Thank you, David, for pointing out that I skipped that question too. So I will make sure I get back to it. All right, let's do the next clue for this. Adrian Griffin's not right either. All right, this is the next clue for this next one. This person, Kevin Garnett, was there when he almost died. Yeah, that's the next clue. This person was featured on Open Gym season 10, and Kevin Garnett was there when he almost died. Yeah, yeah. And most saying trivia is always so fast. That's why I don't type. Vince Carter. Vince Carter is not right, Cowboy. Ahmed, is that you in front of me? There's a seagull here in front of me. Dan Tolsman. That's an interesting guess. That's not right. G's going to get this one. It's Jim Sand. Jim Sand almost died on the court at Nets practice, and Kevin Garnett was there and witnessed him almost dying. Good job. Gee, that's a good one. The other clue for Jim Sand was he's been an assistant coach for the Raptors 2 different stints of his career. So, yeah, that's fantastic. Look at G showing up, the original season 1 champion of Raptor Freak Trivia, showing up and get some points today. I like the diversity in who's getting points right now. That's fantastic. Yeah, Jim Sand is the right answer on this one. Yeah, Fred VanVleet's wrong. Okay, the next one, the one that I skipped. Actually, I'm going to do the last one, and then I'll go back to the last one. Okay, David. The next clue is this person was a walk-on at San Diego State. This person was a walk-on at San Diego State. Yeah. See, we're saying Brooklyn had bad food. Just ask Jim Sand. That's probably right. It's probably right. G saying I can't do trivia like I used to, only in and out of streams. Can I give my points to Mo? Sorry, Amit. I mean, G, I mean, whatever you want to do. If you really want to do that, it's up to David. Honestly, I can't rule on that. I can't. Mo's saying Kawhi. Kawhi's not right on this one, Mo. Logical saying Malcolm Miller. That is not right either. He was already one of the answers, Mike. Just so you know, Malcolm Miller's already had his question come through. Gee, that's awesome that you came in like for old school sake and just got one just now. Malachi Flynn is what Andrew's saying. Yeah, no, that's not right. Malcolm Miller's not right. Okay, I'll do the first clue and the second clue. The first clue was a walk-on at San Diego State, and then the second clue is this guy's currently employed by the Clippers. Okay, so this guy was a walk-on at San Diego State, and this guy's currently an employee of the Clippers. If that tells you something. Seymour saying Eric Moreland's not right. Let's see. David saying was a walk-on at San Diego and currently employed by the Clippers. Norman Powell is a great guess, but that is not right, guys. Norman Powell is not right, guys. That's the obvious thing to guess, but that's not right. That's not right. I will give you guys the last clue. CJ Miles isn't right either. All right, here's the last clue, guys. This guy only has a championship with the Raptors because of Kawhi Leonard. That's the only reason why he has a championship ring with the Raptors is because he has he's friends with Kawhi. That alien looking dude, I think that may be acceptable. We're gonna have to ask David if that's a good enough answer. Danny Green is not right. So yeah, this guy got a ring with the Raptors. He currently is with the Clippers, and he was a walk-on at San Diego State. Kawhi's uncle. No, that's not right. That's not right, Seymour. Cool Cat's like, oh, Kawhi's personal assistant. What is his name? This is where you really deep cut right here. And if Monique writes it in, I'll be like, yeah, Monique knows it. She knows. She knows who this person is. Cool Cat knows who he is, but she can't remember his name. Don't Google it, y'all. Just see if anybody can figure it out. I'll give you all some clues on his name structure, if that helps things. Yeah, Smooth saying the photo with Leonard. Yeah, I think he's in a photo with. I don't know if he's in that photo with the shot. Mo's saying Alex. No, his name wasn't Alex. His name wasn't Alex. That's not the right name. Let's say this. His last name has a structure from medieval times in the last name, and that may help you. Sam Cassell is not right. Sam Cassell is not right. There we go. Cool Cat got it. Is Jeremy Castlebury is his name. Yeah, is the guy with the glasses who he was with the Spurs. He's basically like Kawhi's guy that he makes the teams hire wherever he goes. He's just some Kawhi's little dude. He was with the Spurs. He came with us, and he was with us the 1 year Kawhi was here. And as soon as Kawhi went to LA, he went with them there. He's assistant coach that gets hired. Jeremy Castlebury. Yeah, that's right. Jeremy Castlebury is the guy's name. Yeah, if you see him, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Seymour's like, who? Well, he was with the Spurs too. Yeah, he was with the Spurs. Jordan Loy was the guy featured in the shot. That's right. 100 points of Cool Cat. That's a tough one right there. Castlebury's a tough one. Yeah. Why do you know this off your head? Amit's saying. Yeah. Yeah. He's the Thonsis of Kawhi, and he doesn't even play. That's true. All right, we got one more, guys. Y'all, and Kareem saying, y'all lying as shit. I've been a fan since 95. How y'all know this shit? Minus points for everyone because y'all use Google. It's so good. Oh my gosh, Kareem, I'm giving you a 5-point here because you're making me that's so funny. He's getting so mad. It's hilarious. It's so funny. All right, you got 240, guy. You got 240. That is so funny. Oh my gosh, Kawhi. All right, we got one more question, y'all. Seriously, I'm not done yet. I got one more, guys. Logical saying the guy who stands in front of Kawhi when he does practice shots. Yeah, that's the dude. That's all he does, really. That's all he really does. Cool Cat saying he was always Kawhi's shadow. That's right. And Cowboys laughing at eye candy. Carlos saying didn't know Kawhi had a Thanasis. Well, he's not his brother. He's just some dude. I guess he met him at San Diego State. He walked on and he was on the team with Kawhi. He's like, hey, Jeremy, I like you, man. You're my favorite guy, and you're going to walk around and be my bag carrier. I mean, that's kind of what he is. He's that dude, right? He's that dude. Andrew saying, I don't think I would have gotten that even if I used Google. And Carlos saying, I learned something new today. There you go. Let's see. Pascal streamed yesterday, by the way. What? Pack streamed yesterday, by the way. Interesting. Yeah, and Smooth saying, Leonard got him paid, man. That's right, Smooth. All right, the last clue, guys. Last clues. All right, there's one more question, guys. I skipped over it by accident. This guy played at Oregon State. This person played at Oregon State. Is the next one. Yeah. I get it. Yeah, he's like Giannis with Thanos. Chris Boucher is not right. All right, we'll go to the next clue. One each, guys. Let's see. After the Raptors, this guy went to play in China. This guy went to play in China the year after the Raptors championship. So I'm just like, oh wait, Eric Moreland. That's right. You get the last one. That's the other Eric that it could have been, Monique, when you said Eric. Eric Moreland is the correct answer for the last one. Good job by Amit, and Bryce is right behind him. I see you, Bryce. Right behind Amit Gaming on that one. 50 points to Amit for that one. So Amit doing really well today, even though the other clue was he knows Larsa Pippen very well. That's the giveaway answer, is like he knows Larsa Pippen very well. Let's just say that. Okay, Brian's got a question for Mo. So let's see what you got, Brian. Go ahead and shoot the question, and we'll give Mo some time to answer it. Yeah, Larsa Pippen's ex. That's exactly right, Smooth. Eric Moreland, the last answer. So those were all people that have one of these babies. Yeah, I'm wearing my championship hat, my shirt, and I got my championship ring, baby. Look at that beauty. North, baby. Yeah, this isn't a plastic one either. This is heavy. This is a heavy replica. And it's got it's a Lowry one. It's Lowry. Yeah. That's everybody who had answered today had one of these. Lorenzo Brown did not get a ring, I don't believe. So let's see. Cool Cat saying the Larsa Pippen info should have been the lead question. No, that's too easy. We want to put that easiest clue as the last one. That's how we do it on the David's 3 clue trivia. Is the first one's the hardest. And if you can get it at that one, you're good. The second one's intermediary. And then the third clue is the easy one. Y'all should get it on. So that's why in the first question, I said she is the president of the Toronto WNBA team. I was like, oh, well, that's easy. Teresa Resch. That's so easy. But if I say she played or they played basketball when they were younger in Minnesota, that leaves it way wide open. So we want to narrow it down. As we go and we get too specific, we start talking about Larsa Pippen. That's like, oh, that's Eric Moreland. That's too easy. Yeah. Let's see. Logical saying, so does Safari. Okay. I think that's somebody. I don't know. Trevor's saying, video showing Patrick Beverley's touchdown in Israel, and the fans are showing him love. He's playing football? What are you talking about? Touchdown. What do you mean? Oh, you mean he came in on a plane? I don't care about this. This is the news. We don't talk about yappy little hamsters. No, we ain't talking about no yappy little hamsters here, Trevor. Come on now. I do like this clip that I saw yesterday of Rico Hines on the Patrick Beverley podcast yesterday talking about how Pascal works. And a lot of respect was shown towards Siakam by Rico, as usual, talking about how much better he got and how he did it. And he really does illustrate that Siakam came in at like 7:30 every morning, played basketball for 2 hours, and then went and lifted weights. And then he came back and played in the Rico runs for 2 hours. And yeah, he did that every day for like 4 months in the offseason, every single offseason in his early Raptors career. And that's Rico giving away the secrets of success that Siakam did to work to get to where he is. And I love that clip. And Patrick Beverley shows due respect towards our Raptor great, one of the GROATs, Pascal Siakam, in that clip also. No yappy dog bullshit from Hamster Boy. That's what I say right there. Yeah. All right, let's see. Brian's saying, name the personal security for Drake during the championship run. I don't know if Monique knows that. Like, I don't know that. I know who the personal security for the Raptors was, and that's John Altilia. And she got that answer. I don't know, Brian. I would say I have no idea who Drake's entourage is. I'm not a Raptors fan enough to know Drake's entourage. In some ways, Drake isn't totally really Raptors as far as like that deep. But if Mo knows this, maybe we'll see. If you know it, you got to give us the answer. Seymour saying, has the WNBA team picked a name yet? No. In fact, there was an open call in the last couple of days for graphic designers. They want people to come in and help them design the logos and everything they're doing with the new WNBA team. So this is a huge opportunity for anybody who's a graphic design that wants a fantastic opportunity. They are taking submissions and they want you involved. So not only are they taking suggestions for the names and for the colors and all that kind of stuff, they have put a call out for graphic designers to start designing things for the WNBA team here in Toronto. So yeah, they haven't decided anything yet, but it's gonna come soon. Watch, it will be. Yeah, Dana's saying, "Good morning, everyone. I'm at the bank right now. I hope you don't have a mask on." I always thought that was so weird in COVID times when I go to the bank wearing a mask. I was like, "Damn, this is like the heyday for the old Wells Fargo stagecoach rustling people back then." I got my suit shooter. It's the Wild West because I'm wearing a mask in a bank. This is something that didn't make sense since I was a little kid, but you had to do it because of the pandemic. So yeah, Dana, I hope you're all right in the bank. And in some ways, I hope you have a very good bank account that you're happy with. That's what I like to see. Yeah, Dana's saying, "Oh, I got my 12-month badge. Let's go." She got the upgrade. You see how it changed? Like she's got a purple dinosaur around the ball. It's a little bit different than Amit's. You see Amit's logo, and she's got the other one. So she's been a member for a year, and that's what you get. Wow, good job, Canadian Dana. So happy to see you back in the chat. I know you said you were taking a break because you just needed some time away, and I understand that. I totally understand that. Amit's saying, Trevor, they were screaming, "Fuck Maccabi." Which is their rival. Laugh out loud. Okay, so that's who he's going to play for. Man, they're a little crazy over there for their sports in some ways. I've seen some of the crazy stuff from that league over there, Amit. Andrew's saying, the second a bomb goes off, I'm gone. That's what Patrick Beverly said. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long you'll be there then. I mean, the country is in the middle of a war. And yeah, Patrick Beverly. I mean, you're the one who's an idiot. If you want to go Brittany Griner yourself in some sort of way, some sort of war situation in a war zone, that's on you, Patrick Beverly. That's on you. That's your own judgment, my guy. Yeah, Cowboys saying, "Get that money, Dana." There you go. I like that. Fiercely saying, Patrick Beverly finally knows the feeling of being a star. Yeah, I guess he does at this point. Mike saying Safari is dating Larsa Pippen now. The guy from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. He's Rihanna's ex. Okay, I knew that was probably somebody's name. I didn't really just think that, oh, Safari is just like Larsa knows about safaris because she goes to Africa and looks at the animals. I don't know, but that makes sense. Cowboys saying, "Oh, give them a 2-finger salute." Yeah, give them a 2-finger salute. All right, I'm with that. Woohoo! Look at that. 12 months. Woohoo! 1 year. I love it. Amit saying, "You had the last 5 years. The next 5 years are mine." I see. All right, there you go. Monique saying, "My good friend Presley Bryan." Whoa, did she get it right? I bet you that is who is Drake's guard, is Presley Bryan. I'm going to guess that Monique got this right. David, I'm going to say this. If Monique got Brian Hussein's to the point guest trivia question this week, I want you to give her 500 points straight up, because this is unbelievable. If this is right, Brian, you have to say if she's right or not. Seriously, alley-oop to Dana. Yeah, we'll give Dana an alley-oop. We're all over the place today. We have some other things I want to take care of, but yeah, we're going to do this. I'm going to give her a 3-pointer. Alley-oop to Dana. Actually, we can give her a 5-pointer. You're at 40 now, Dana. You got 40 dunks. All of a sudden, we give you a 5-pointer. Brian's saying that this person worked for the Raptors. Fiercely saying, not Pat Bev being referenced to as a hamster. Yeah, she's dead on that one. She's like, "Oh, I'm dead." That's so good, Lex. So we say, what? Wait, wasn't Larissa with Marcus Jordan? They broke up. Yeah, they did. And Michael's I think Scotty's very happy about this. So is Michael. In some ways, they didn't need this between Pippen and Jordan. In some ways, they were starting to have a lot of problems. They've already been having problems. It's not like, Scottie Pippen having Michael Jordan's son dating his ex-wife is a good situation. I mean, that's borderline a Jerry Springer episode. Seriously. Speaking of great talk show host, rest in peace, Phil Donahue. Yeah, sad to hear about Phil Donahue's passing. But yeah, do you want Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen on a Jerry Springer type show? Da-na-na. So what's going on here, guys? What's going on here today? Listen, my son, he's dating his ex-wife, and I have nothing to do with it. Oh, I see, Michael. Okay, well, what's going on with you, Scotty? Michael Jordan needed me to win all his championships. I don't care about his son dating my ex-wife. She's a whore. Little reenactment of them on Springer Show. How about that? Okay, Brian's given the name Shem Dowden. Shem Dowden? Isn't that kind of what she said? She said Presley Bryan. Now, if Presley Bryan is security for Drake, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to give her the points. Seriously, because I'm Brian. You know what you do, man? You make these trivia questions about people you know, just you personally, like Sean McCaw, and I'm like, man, nobody knows this. This is not general knowledge, my guy. This is why, in some ways, David and I write the trivia. That's what I'm saying right there. This is why. That's not general knowledge, my guy. Shem Dowden. Shem Dowden, who the fuck is that? Smooth saying, I guess Michael shut that down. I think that calmer heads prevailed and people just kind of thought, you know what? This is not a healthy situation. In some ways, we know probably Larsa did that shit just to piss off Scotty. Seriously, let's think about this. Larsa Pippen probably started dating Marcus Jordan just to piss off Scottie Pippen. Probably right there. Yeah, she knew she couldn't start dating Michael Jordan. So what's the next best thing? I'll date his son. Okay, all right, let's keep going. Mike's saying that Smooth. Yeah, a while ago, MJ cut Marcus off if he married Larsa, so he dumped her. Oh, wow. That makes sense. So Michael basically told Marcus, like, look, if you're going to marry Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, you're out of the will. Yikes. Yeah. Okay. Good decisions by him. And, you know, in some ways, Marcus Jordan was probably being used as a pawn by Larsa. Seriously, let's think about this from the outside. Let's Windhurst this and think about it. You know, she's probably just trying to make Scotty mad. Seriously, do you think that was a real love connection, Chuck Willery? No, come on, man. Not the way she's moving. Trust me. No, not the way she's moving. Yeah, and no disrespect to her. Do your life. Live your life. But come on now. Come on now. Cowboys saying Pat Beverly had to leave to a next league because the Raptors have too many dogs. You know, there's a lot of players leaving right now to go to Europe. You look at Jordan Wara. You can look at, look at what happened to Kemba Walker in the last couple of years. There's a lot of very good players that in the past, they would stay in the league, but the league overvalues the youngsters and paying them cheap and having them come up. So a lot of these old vets are having to go overseas at this point in their career, maybe a little bit earlier than the past generations. Because some of these guys like Beverly, Kemba Walker, Jordan Wara, they probably should still be in the league, honestly. They probably should. But there's too many young guys coming up and taking all the spots. And the teams, in some ways, have to do things different with the new salary cap and paying people cheaper. So I think that's a big part of why right there. Yeah, I'm just saying, no, Beverly's going to Hapoel Tel Aviv, and their rival is Maccabi. Okay. All right. Cowboys saying 500 points. That's right. 500 points. Brian's saying he's my goddaughter's father. See, that's why we don't know this. Brian, come on, man. We got to write trivia people can get. I mean, Jeremy Castleberry is hard enough. Come on. How are we supposed to know your goddaughter's father? Come on, man. Well, congratulations to your goddaughter's father. He's a cool guy if he's protecting Drake, and that's cool. Brian's in there. He's in there. He knows one of the bodyguards for Drake. Yeah, listen, I'm impressed, but don't expect us to know your personal trivia. Seriously, you've done this 2 weeks in a row now. Most saying, Lex, new 2K25 ratings came out again. So wait, the ones I was looking at the other day weren't the right ones? Oh, man, I don't even care. Like David said, who cares? In some ways, you know what? I did my thing on the 2K stuff. I said what I wanted to say. And in some ways, I'm not even going to look at them. I don't care. It's bullshit. It's all computer coding. They're going to have Scotty so low compared to other people. I'm going to disrespect them and just not even care. And that's what I'll say about it. Yeah. Let's see. Brian saying, to clarify, I meant escort. Sorry, escort. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean escort? Escort? This man was working as an escort for Drake? What? I thought he like A minor. Did I say that on here? Amit's he's got like a face. Oh man, you're making me laugh. All right, I'm gonna make Amit he gets a dunk for oh man, you made me laugh. All right, 17, baby. You got a 3-pointer. You're at the Garrett Temple 17, Amit. Andrew's saying, is Scotty still an 85 in 2K? And he's saying, Amit's saying, not that type of escort, Lex. Slap my ass off. I don't know. I only go by what I know. All right. Mike's saying, DeMarcus Cousins and Dwight Howard had a long conversation on why certain players are pushed out of the NBA. It was interesting, but I believe attitude and mentoring matters a lot. So certain guys don't carry on. Okay, well, that makes total sense why Patrick Beverly is out of the league now. Attitude and mentoring. Yeah. His mentor is probably like, you motherfucker, you fucked up on the play. I fucking hate you. That's probably what Patrick Beverly says. All right, let's get situated real quick. And you know what? I'm at the end of the chat, so let's do the classic card. Why not? We still got some business to attend to today. All kinds of stuff on the Raptor Freak channel that we do. Let's see. All right, let's get the card out. Yesterday's card was awesome. It was Dennis Rodman. I really like that. All right, we'll do this one again. This is somebody that we've had in the past, but it's a different card, and we'll see if anybody can get this one. All right, don't half-ass me. Write the full name, and spelling does count to David Saborin. So make sure you get it right. The judge will give you the right points. So here, it's a little bit further away. I'll let you come. I'll come up closer as it goes, and we'll see how you do. Yeah, full asset, as Amit says. Full asset. We'll bring it up closer. Let's see. Who is that? It looks like we know the team. Don't do any Googling of the team and the number, guys. In some ways, we're going to know this. Harold Miner? That is not Harold Miner. That's an interesting guess. This is a Heat jersey, and he's dunking. That's not right. Dwight Powell. That's an interesting guess. That's the wrong era. Very wrong era, MJ, unfortunately. It is not from that era. Yeah, let's see. Barry. Barry? Who's Barry? What do you mean Barry? He's like, my eyes deceive me. Well, did Dwight Powell ever play for the Heat? No, that's Ronnie Cycli. And Ahmed has spelled it correctly, too. I believe that is how you write his name in. Yeah, Ronnie Cycli is the answer. He's a Greek player, and he played for the Heat most of his career. He did play for Orlando also, and he was pretty good, honestly. He was a starting center, and he had to rival people like Shaq and David Robinson and Akeem Olajuwon, and he kind of held his own. He was like a B or a C tier center in the league. You had the top creme de la creme, Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, all these different people. And then Ronnie Cycli was somewhere in there as a serviceable starting center in the league. Of course, he's from the Syracuse Orangemen, Leo Routen's favorite alma mater and favorite team. Yeah, he was on the team with Sherman Douglas, his old college teammate when he was on the Miami Heat. There's Ronnie Cycli. Yeah, Ronnie came from a affluent family, and he was like this rich guy who had good looks, and some people really hated him for that. They just haters. They're like, oh, he's good looking, and he has money, and he plays in the NBA. I hate him. You know, there was a lot of that at that time, seriously. So, yeah, good job. Amit getting Ronnie Cycli. And I'm going to say that right now. Amit should know who that is because he's only 15. And Ronnie Cycli played like before he finished playing before Amit was even alive. So it's really impressive the youngster gets it. And part of the reason why he gets it is because of his extensive basketball card collection. I'm going to tell you that right now. Yeah, Amit's saying, I have a card of his, so I got it and copied his last name. So not Googling. Well, I mean, you found the card in your collection and wrote the name from there. That's pretty impressive. Mike's saying, I thought it was Barry, the dunk champion from the 90s. Now, see, you really half-assed it when you just said Barry because there was Drew Barry, there was Scooter Barry. Rick Barry had 4 sons, and 3 of them played in the NBA. And Brent Barry is the one you meant, but you would have had to put that Brent in there because you could have meant Drew Barry. Georgia Tech's Drew Barry, who played in the NBA also, another son of Rick Barry. And you could have meant Rick Barry for all I fucking know. You know, you could have meant Walter Barry, who's not even related to them. You can't half-ass it, Mike. That's the lesson. Don't put in Barry. You could mean Obama. That's right. All right, let's go. The white guy. That's what he thought. Yeah, I know him from 2K. There you go. Brent Barry. No, not Brent Barry. Amit saying, I have my cards organized from collection each year. Amit, you did that the other day. I remember you saying you're sorting your cards. That's right. Joe Barry Carroll. That's not the full name. You in some ways a 3-name name is like you don't even just half-ass it. You third-ass it. Yeah, you could third-ass it. Did you even know that there's a second butthole? Yeah, there is. You can third-ass it with a 3-name name, Joe Barry Carroll. You missing a third right there. That's right. Too many berries. That's right. Blueberry, raspberry, boysenberry, gooseberry, elderberry. Yeah, we got a lot of berries. That's right. Blueberry. No, Joe Barry, Rick Barry's son. See, that's what I'm saying. Wait, no, Joe Barry Carroll is right. It's Joe Barry Carroll, Amit Gaming. That's right. Joe Barry Carroll, center from the 80s. Yeah, played for New Jersey Nets. Yeah. Joe Barry Carroll. Scooter Barry, Drew Barry, Brent Barry, and the other one, I don't even remember his name because he didn't make the league. That's right. Yeah. Quad-assing. Yeah, there could be quad-assing or even third-assing. Third-assing. Don't third-ass me. And just put Joe in there. Joe Barry Carroll. Yeah, Joe Barry Carroll. All right, yeah, we're old school. We talking Joe Barry Carroll. Yeah, Warriors. That was the team he played for that he was really, really good on. Golden State was Joe Barry Carroll. Yeah. All right, let's see what else we're talking about. John, not John. John, not Joe. Yeah, John Barry. That's the other one. John Barry, Scooter Barry, Drew Barry, and Brent Barry, the four sons of Rick Barry, Hall of Famer, top 75 NBA player of all time, underhanded free throw shooter Rick Barry, NBA champion, 1975 Golden State Warriors. Yeah, like that. This guy right here. That's right. Off the top of my head. No Google. No Google. That's right. Cowboys saying later, Lex and Raptor Freaks. Have a great day. And Monique has put my cutoff in the middle of there somewhere. I see it. I see it. All right. I do have more business to attend to, though, first. All right. I did that. All right. Let's do the Instagram stories. You know what, guys? I think that they finished the camp at the sanctuary in Malaga last Friday, is what I'm guessing, or last Thursday. They were only there for a week. But half the Raptors have come back to Toronto, and half the Raptors have continued to stay in Spain as tourists. And Scotty's contingency is still in Spain, acting as tourists, even though they're probably not working out like everybody as a team at this point, because I've seen signs that some of the Raptors are already back in North America. But yeah, first, Mobo, Barcelona. So they've gone from Malaga to Madrid to Barcelona now. And he's got all these nice pictures of cityscapes and city spaces that are car free. And I'll keep harping on this as the young Raptors take pictures on their tourist trip around Spain, just how beautiful the livable cities of Spain are with no cars dominating everything. I'm telling you, we've got to get our head out of our ass here in North America. And Scotty, if you hear me talking about this, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because you're walking around in beautiful city streets with big, huge open spaces. And there's just, it's so nice. It's so beautiful. We could have that too here in Toronto if we had better government making better decisions and not being in the hand of the oil company. I'll say that right now. I'll say that every day. That's right. Yuta Watanabe is written something in Japanese. I don't know what it says, but there's a lot of people sitting at a table, and there's some crazy guy eating a big plate of sushi. It looks so good. In some ways, I'm jealous of this guy. I want your plate, bro. I want your plate. Slim Duck signing shoes and on his Instagram stories, listening to Drake. That's right. He's got Drake pumping. And there's more stuff from the Ball Don't Stop Pro-Am with him and Norman Powell that was here in Toronto a couple weeks ago. Some great highlights of Chris putting in the hoop. That's right. Grady Dick has a highlight of him working out back in the States. And he looks big, y'all. I don't know what Grady did. He's on creatine or something like that. He's on some protein powder, but his shoulders and arms are looking very big up top. And he even looks taller, guys. I've been telling y'all, he's 6'7", but he could be 6'10" by the end of things. And it was his dad's birthday yesterday. So it looks like him and his dad hit the golf course wearing their Kansas University gear. And then they went to a baseball game. And it looks like they're at a Baltimore Orioles game. I'm not totally sure. It looks like Orioles because there's orange all over the place. It could be San Francisco. I don't think it is. But yeah, they went to an MLB game last night for his dad's birthday. Jamal Shed is working out. He's in the gym. We can see him near all the equipment, and he's smiling real big. And yeah, there's another clip. I guess they're going to have some more of Jamal Shed's clips coming out at some point. Brendan Carlson, the picture of him dunking on his Instagram stories. Very, very cool. Norman Powell goofing around with his buddy. I think that's Bones Highland, and that's from the Pro-Am, the same one that Chris was putting on blast, the Toronto Ball Don't Stop Pro-Am. So yeah, and he's playing Drake too on his Instagram stories. Isaac Bonga is touring around as one of the great players on Team Germany in Europe, getting some accolades. It looks like he's with Alexei Poku, and a couple other former NBA players are there also. So interesting to see Isaac Bonga. Sometimes I check in with him. Let's see. Gary Trent Sr. has this crazy fair ride on his Instagram stories, and he says never. And I agree with him. As a Virgo, I'm in compliance and agreement with Gary Trent Sr. I will never get on that twisty turny ride. You know the one I'm talking about? It's like on a spin thing. It looks kind of like a fan. It has different things, and it kind of goes up and down, and you're going all up and side down, and it's flipping you all kinds of different ways. Yeah, it's not fun. I think they call it the zipper in some parks. Like, I don't know if that's what they call it at Canada's Wonderland, but I ain't getting on that bitch. Just like Gary Trent, he's saying never, and I ain't getting on that either. So if you want to see what I'm talking about, go see Gary Trent Sr.'s Instagram. Emmanuel Quickly has gotten more pictures of the beautiful scenery in Malaga in Spain. Some really cool stuff. And then, like, they're doing a TikTok, and it's him and his family. and they're pretty funny. It's like sisters and brothers and cousins, and they're coming and they're saying this one line, "Show me the money," or "Give me the money," or something like that. And Emmanuel does a really good job. Of course, he tries to put some like energy into it and kind of like has a whole thing to it. And then they wait, and the mom does it last, and she's so quiet when she does it, and nobody reacts to it. It's absolutely hilarious. I know TikTok's kind of goofy, but this one's funny. And Emmanuel doing something with the Quickly family like this is funny. Y'all need to check it out. Scotty in the middle of a beautiful, beautiful town square in Spain. No cars, Scotty. Those cars. See how beautiful the city is without them damn cars in front of you, and just people walking around the square and little bistros and hotels and restaurants. That's right. Scott's in the middle of a street festival. He's just touristing it up. And there's some guy dancing. He's got a white hat and a white suit on. And he's getting down. He's directing everybody to dance with him. And Sky's like, damn, Toronto could be like this. Why can't we be like this? Doug Ford, bastard. All right, let's keep going. Let's see. Scotty's also got a very beautiful statue lit at night on a fountain. Yeah, he's just having a blast. He's a true tourist right now. Young Oshai Abaji has got some Poison by Privilege sweatpants. They're purple with red lettering on them. So, I mean, they're fitting him up for the retro 30th anniversary season. Somebody sent him some purple and red pants. So Oshai's got a new drop, is what it's saying right there. Pascal has got more clips from his Skills Academy, the Pascal 43 Foundation camp over in Cameroon, and all the fun stuff. Great cinematography and production, filming everything that's going on over there. Pascal, you are the man. What a humanitarian. And there is the Raptors official admin announcing that we have signed Jared Roden. I got his name totally wrong earlier. His name's Jared Roden. And we'll see where he lands in the pecking order of things as far as with the Raptors. If he's going to 905, as you say, he's a 24-year-old, I could see that. All right. I wasn't too sure. In some ways, it's like if he's trying to make the Raptors, he won't make the Raptors. But if he's going to 905, he's got a shot. NBA has got new lists out on ESPN. ESPN is making their guesses for who's going to win the awards this year. And they've got the MVP list, of course. They got Luka at the top of it over Nikola, and then SGA third, Anthony Edwards fourth, and Giannis fifth. I can't disagree with that. I'm glad that Joel's not in the top five right now. That's fantastic. So, yeah, those five guys are probably the top five candidates for MVP this coming year. And once again, 4 out of the 5 are not from the United States. Edwards the only one. And it's interesting they got Doncic up there. It may be partly because he went to the finals last year. But, yeah, SGA, I want him to be the MVP this year. He just missed out this past year. Who will win the Rookie of the Year? They're saying it's going to be Reed Shepherd. But they got Zach Edey at second. So that's pretty good. He got 40 points. He has a 14% of the first place votes, and he's above Donovan Clingan. So in some ways, we should gauge Zach against the other centers in the rookie class this year. And then Stephon Castle, Rob Dillingham. And the top 2 picks are tied for 6 and not even the top 5 for Rookie of the Year. Wow. Do y'all feel like suckers, Wizards and Hawks for your picks this year? Who will win Defensive Player of the Year? I think this is right. And at the top is Victor. I think that's right. Gobert just barely beat him last year. Gobert sucks. Victor should win the Defensive Player of the Year this year. Now we see OG's on this list finally. Oh, all of a sudden OG's on the New York Knicks at the start of the year, and now they're predicting he could be Defensive Player of the Year, and he's ranked on it. He never used to get ranked for this shit the whole time he played for the Raptors. Now all of a sudden he puts on orange and blue, and all of a sudden he's tied for 8th. Most likely to win Defensive Player of the Year, and he's tied with Draymond Green and Giannis Antetokounmpo. So what the hell is that? In some ways, I see Joel Embiid above him on this Defensive Player of the Year possibility rankings. I'm like, what defense does Joel play? Seriously, other than standing around being a big dummy. Seriously, I see Victor winning this no matter what. I think Victor Wembanyama, I'm going to say it right now, Victor Wembanyama, as long as he's not hurt this year, will win the Defensive Player of the Year this year. I'm going to tell you that right now. He will. The Sixth Man of the Year, they're disrespecting Norman once again. They've got him tied at 8th for Sixth Man of the Year possibilities, tied with Jose Alvarado. And then they've got people like Russell Westbrook of the Nuggets. We don't even know if he's going to start or come off the bench yet. He could start for the Nuggets this year. They lost KCP, and he could very well be the starting backcourt with Jamal Murray this year. So I don't understand that. You're just already saying, oh, Russell Westbrook's in the running for Sixth Man of the Year. You don't even know if he's a starter or not. So in some ways that bugs me. Bobby Portis, I don't understand that either. That guy seems to start so much for the Bucks. TJ McConnell ranked higher than Norman Powell for sixth man of the year. Are you kidding me? Are you effing kidding me? Jaime Vasquez? Well, he's going to have to start for Miami. Why are you putting him on as the sixth man? He's going to probably have to start for them this year because they don't have a very good team. Yeah, so yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying. They got Caruso and Monk tied for first and sixth man of the year. Yeah, Norman needs more respect. And then, all right, most improved player. Now, this is the one where we may see a Raptor on the list, and we do. And then a lot of us are saying, was Scotty going to be on the most improved players predictions of the ESPN? No, he's not. He's not on there. Maybe Emmanuel. Emmanuel will be on the most improved players list prediction for ESPN before the season? No. Emmanuel's not on there either. So in some ways, it's a fraudulent list. But guess who is on there? RJ Barrett. They put RJ on this list for a possible like their picks for who has the best chance to win most improved player. RJ's tied for 10th with Jalen Johnson of the Atlanta Hawks, but he's on the list. And this is the only Raptor name that appears in this article is RJ Barrett for most improved player. I think that's interesting. I think that it's ESPN signaling that they see that RJ Barrett's a much better player on the Raptors than the Knicks. That he fits better, and they could see him exploding and being much better. And maybe the Team Canada stuff this summer is a little preview of what's to come this season. And ESPN is just getting ahead of itself and saying, you know what, RJ could be the most improved player. I think we have three good candidates, and they are the barbecue. Any one of those three guys could win most improved player, and we just have to see them improve and see who gets more shine and more accolades and more attention for it, and then we'll know who could do that. So yeah, and then the one other award is the coaches award, and of course Darko's nowhere near it. They don't have Darko on there. They have Thibodeau at the top with Dagnall of Oklahoma City, Mazzulla third, Popovich fourth, Atkinson fifth. For Cavaliers, Atkinson hadn't even shown up or done jack shit, and they've got him fifth as coach of the year possibility for Cleveland. We don't know if he's going to do well there. Nick Nurse sixth for the Sixers. And no, not even in the others receiving votes. Darko Rajakovic is not in there anywhere. So Darko's got to make a name for himself so they will respect him in the future and put him on that list, at least receiving at least one vote. So yeah, ESPN coming out with their early predictions for season awards for next year. That's that bullshit I just talked about just now. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Is there anything else? Oh, yeah. Let's do the birthday real quick. Today we have two birthdays. It's Corey Joseph's birthday today, guys. Happy birthday to Corey Joseph and also Jared Bayless. Jared Bayless is his birthday also. So happy birthday to Corey Joseph and Jared Bayless. Both birthdays today. Today on August the 20th. Yeah. All right. Let's see what you guys were saying in the chat while I was doing this. All right, let's see. Ahmed's saying, I got to go to my eye test. See y'all later. I hope you have a good eye test, Ahmed. You're a young man, and hopefully your eyes are very good. And, well, if you need any kind of prescription or something like that, hopefully that'll help you. Cowboy's saying, everybody slam dunk that like button like Chomshay. I like that. Milbester's here. Good morning to you, Nick's freak. And how are you doing today? How do you see the Raptors long-term as a team with Scotty, IQ, and RJ with Olynyk? Well, I mean, with Olynyk, just specifically, Olynyk is probably going to be on his last contract with the NBA right now. In some ways, he's under contract for 3 years this year and 2 more after that, I think, or maybe just 2 years. And he may not be in the league after that. So he's very publicly said that he wants to finish his career with the Toronto Raptors, and that may be in the next 2 years. And I would say this, Olynyk is there as a steadying veteran presence around the team for right now, guidance, instruction, in vibes and captaining kind of stuff to be more like, a vocal leader. And he can teach people how to flop and play dirty and do all kinds of stuff. So he's a very good instructor. Garrett Temple, Chris Boucher, Kelly Olynyk, Jakob Poeltl. These are all older players on our team that can teach the young core on our team that's coming up. Now, some of them may not be involved in the team in a couple of years from now. So that's what I would say, Milbester right there. The barbecue era has begun. And barbecue is about what's cooking. And in some ways, Big Kelly O with the snapback, well, I am glad he's on our team to give early instruction in the early stages of it. But I would not guess that Kelly Olynyk's going to be on this team in like 3 or 4 years from now. I would say that right now. Fiercely saying that gives me the money trend is funny. Yeah, give me the money. Give me the money is what they're saying. They're saying it like this. And it's like, I don't know. Is that Cuba Gooding Jr. from Jerry Maguire that they're doing? Give me the money. I thought it was show me the money. I thought it was show me the money. And like Tom Cruise is yelling on the phone, his Scientology crazy ass, You show me the money. I was like, what is this? Give me the money. Give me the money. It's like a TikTok thing. It's a fad. Everybody's doing that on TikTok. Oh, man, I'll never understand that app. I never will. Mike's saying apparently Dennis Schroeder was on something and he was saying stuff about the international game being better at the moment or something. Yeah, Dennis had some comments about the difference between FIBA and the NBA recently. And basically, what he said was this, Mike, is he said that the FIBA game is more pure basketball and it's better competition, or it's not better competition. It's more pure and real, like as a sport. It's like more real basketball. But he did say this afterwards that the NBA is the greatest league in the world and that's the best talented league in the world. So he had kind of two parts to what he said in that interview. One of it is the most pure basketball is FIBA basketball, but the best league with the best talent in the world is the NBA. And that's kind of his statement on that. Andrew saying Vic will probably win Defensive Player of the Year for the next decade. Laugh out loud. Well, they probably won't do that. He may win it every other year or maybe for a couple of years. You might be right. But yeah, he's probably going to win it this year because they're going to want to start lauding him with stuff. And that's the logical one that he would win first. I mean, he is such a defensive presence that it makes sense. It makes sense that he could have probably won it his rookie year, but he didn't. And that's just how it goes. That's right. Logical saying Grady or RJ? Grady or RJ? What do you mean, Grady or RJ? I don't know. Let's see. Andrew saying I saw Hawks fans on Twitter were saying Jalen Johnson is better than Scotty. Craziest take I heard. I saw those too. Yeah, these people are out of pocket down there. This is what I'm saying. The 2K makes people think dumb things because of ratings or just the way the NBA media down there treats our team and not showing Scott or really portraying him correctly. It really makes people downgrade him and not really have a fair assessment of Scotty Barnes and who he is. That's why when he got All-Star, some people were dumbfounded by it. It was like, why did they make Scotty the All-Star replacement? Why? Well, you aren't looking at his stat line. You know, when I was a youngster, we didn't have all this other stuff like the 2K and a lot of the things online. And we had to go and get the stat sheets and the stat box scores from the newspaper. And I'd get like a journal or a Street and Smith at the beginning of the year, and it'd have all the stats from last year. And that's how we knew who was good with the stats because there was no internet. We had to get the Street and Smith magazine from the grocery store. And that's how we looked at it. That's how young me, when I was like Ahmed's age, looked at NBA stats and did things. And at that time, the numbers don't lie. You could basically straight up see, and it didn't matter what team anybody played for. You could play for the most ignored team in the league, but you still saw the people's stats and you respected the player on the team. That's not the way it is anymore. The youngsters are not stat crunchers. They're not looking at the stats anymore. They're just going off of their own stupid ass perceptions and shit. Scotty, bona fide with the stats, if they really look at them and crunch them, is in the league with Luka, Giannis, and LeBron. Those kind of players, all around stats, where he collects all those stats. And the youngsters just don't know because they're not looking in the stats like I used to. I'm sure Ahmed does. And Ahmed, if you don't, you should do it more because it's a great way to really understand the league. And I'm sure he does to an extent. I'm sure he does. Yeah, that's a totally horrible take. I can take some of the bullshit from Orlando fans about Franz and Paulo versus Scott because that's more realistic. But Jalen Johnson ain't done jack shit in this league to be compared to Scotty Barnes. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's Andrew. It's absolutely the craziest take. I agree with you. Mike saying calling him a toxic asset. Laugh out loud. The contract is looking nicer and nicer. Talking about RJ. RJ, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, in some ways, New York media is going to paint it in some ways to be okay with him leaving. In some ways, they don't want to look at the OG, RJ, and IQ trade and think that they lost because they did, honestly. The more we see it going on the way out, they lost that trade. And we got two quality starters. They got a guy who's a fantastic player that I love so much. And they got another guy who's young and awesome, but they almost lost him this summer. And they did re-sign Precious recently. And then they got Malachi Flynn. So come on. Just getting Malachi Flynn makes you lose the trade, New York. I'm sorry. That's just how it works. So when you had that trade with Detroit, they lost that trade as soon as you sent him there. Andrew saying, I think it's 2 years, I believe. They're talking about the Kelly Olynyk deal, right? Yeah. Trevor's saying, I love RJ's photos. Yeah, this is the thing. All right, this is how I know RJ is back in Canada is because he did a camp this weekend, RJ Barrett camp. I'm pretty sure he did it in Mississauga. I'm not totally sure, though. But yeah, if RJ was in Malaga with the team, he was there secretly, or maybe he didn't even go. Maybe he couldn't because he was tired from the Olympics and he just wanted a vacation. and he's just back in Canada. I mean, there was no clear evidence that RJ Barrett went to Malaga and was with the team at the sanctuary, but he could very well have been there. But he's definitely back in North America, and he did definitely put on a camp. It looks fantastic. There's been so many great camps this summer from all kinds of different people around the Raptors, whether it's the 905 team doing their camp in the last couple of weeks, RJ Barrett, Scotty has his camps, Jakob Pertl in Austria. It's fantastic just how much Raptors and former Raptors and the Raptors organization do camps to encourage the growth of basketball. It's fantastic. RJ Barrett, the camp that went on this weekend. Very, very cool. Mike's saying Kelly O is an interesting player. He's more than what people think. Yeah, I mean, if we're going by 2K ratings, he's an 80. What is that? Wait, why is he an 80? Like, that seems a little high for Olynyk in his skill set, but it's like 2K says he's an 80. He has some weird badges too, from what I saw on there. But yeah, Kelly is a very interesting player. He's got a lot of experience and smarts on how to play the NBA in different ways. In some ways, one of the things I love about Kelly on the Raptors is he knows how to talk to the refs. He's really, really a good person to have out there with the refs. Now, Garrett may not play all the time, right? But he's good with the refs too. But he may not be on the court as much as Kelly. And at the end of the season last year, when Olynyk was out on the court, he was politicking with the refs and really working with the refs as much as possible. And that's a really unsung, underrated kind of skill for an NBA player, is to be able to work with the refs, massage their calls, or just kind of go with them or work with them or even deal with them. It's like Kelly could be like, all right, listen, Zach Zarba, you're going to call this down there against us. You better start calling it here. And I'm going to call you for it. And then, oh, you did it again, Zach. Why aren't you calling the fouls for us? You're calling it all for the Miami Heat and not for us, Zach Zarba. So Kelly's out there doing that kind of stuff in the middle of Raptors games. And that's a very useful skill. I'm telling you, politicking with the refs, having relationships with the refs already, and knowing how you can get something from them by talking to them the correct way is a skill that Kelly Olynyk has on the down low. Mike's saying the Hockey News used to do the annual season preview edition. That's how hockey was done. Yeah. Street and Smith was the old magazine that used to come out every fall before the NBA season, and it had everything, the preview of the NBA season that you needed to know. And it was in a magazine, and there was no internet then. I know I'm old. Yeah. Andrew saying Malachi has been on 4 teams this year. Yeah, I guess that's true. Technically, he was on the Raptors. He went to the Knicks. Then he went to the Pistons, and now he's on the Spurs. Yep. He just passed it around. He's so good. Everybody wants to have a try. Tobias is saying, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Tobias. Are you still in town? I still want to try and link up with you. I just had a really busy day yesterday, and I do want to kind of still hang out and see you if I can while you're still here. I don't know if you're leaving today or tomorrow, but I'll shoot you an email after this. Milbester's saying, I saw a crossover Malachi on Pistons did to Josh Hart of Knicks, and Josh Hart liked it, complimenting him. No, he's got some ball handling skills. Malachi is a skilled player, but it just doesn't add up to success in the NBA. It's just really is what it is. I mean, he can shoot like crazy in Pro-Am, but he can't in the NBA. Why? And it's like, if he's a point guard, why doesn't he have more assists? Why? Oh, he could do fancy dribbles? Okay, go join N1 tour. Go fucking be Rafer Alston. Go, do Pro-Am circuit stuff. Go join the big 3, for Pete's sake, Malachi. Jeez. Mike's saying Garrett Temple was on that 2019 Clippers team that took 2 games from Golden State with SGA. Lou Will, etc. could have had a similar season. Interesting. Yeah, Garrett's got a very interesting career. Of course, yesterday we covered a game from 4 years ago where he was the leading scorer for the Nets against us in the playoffs in the bubble in game 2 of the first round against the Brooklyn Nets. And yeah, if you watch the highlights from that game that we covered yesterday, that was 4 years ago yesterday, you'd be very shocked at just how prolific Garrett was shooting threes. Now, he had a little bit of that this season with us. There was a couple games at the end of the season where he got good run, and he kind of got hot from 3 in a couple of those games where he made multiple threes for the Raptors. So, Garrett Temple is great as a locker room kind of captain, like over all the young guys who's smart, who can tell them how to be a pro better. But he also has some utility on the court. And that's why it's like he's not a waste. Everybody's like, why did we bring back Garrett? And it's like, well, there's a lot of reasons why. Trust me, there's a lot of reasons why. Milbester's saying, how's the Raptors coach for this season with their roster? I think that Darko's very pleased. I think one of the reasons why we had such an interesting season last year of transition is that they decided to build the team more around what Darko wants on the team and what fits with Scotty the best. And that's part of the reason why we traded OG to you guys. It's part of the reason why Pascal's a pacer now. And Gary Trent's in Milwaukee. Because I think that the players that we've got and the ones we drafted this summer are more in line with Darko's vision for what our team should look like. So I think he's very happy, Milbester, with our team and how it's changed over the last year because it's much more workable for what he wants to do with his Euro style kind of philosophy. Yeah, Andrew saying undersized, bad defender, turns the ball over, bad decision maker, inconsistent shooter. But hey, at least he looks like a point guard. I know who he's talking about. I don't need to be the trivia clues. He can give me the first one. Undersized, bad defender, turns the ball over, bad decision maker. That's Malachi Flynn. Do I get points for trivia? Because I guessed it. Trevor said, leaving New Orleans today, going back home to Florida. You know what? I heard this guy Gord told me that New Orleans is sinking, so you better get out there. I had to make a Canadian joke. Justin Bieber just woke up because I mentioned Tragically Hip. All right, let's see. He's going back to Florida. Okay, Trevor, safe travels, my guy. Commissioner Fun, we love you, Trevor. Let's see. Mike saying Malachi was a poor man's Kemba and has the same issues. Yeah, I think that's an accurate comparison in some ways. That's a very accurate comparison. Mike, you're a very astute guy. I'm going to give you a dunk, Mike, because I think that's a good comparison. That makes sense to me. In some ways, their player builds are kind of similar in some ways. I think that's right, Mike. All right, I'm going to give you a 3. You're at 93, Mike. You got 93 dunks now. Let's see. Randolph saying, Lex, the preseason Raptor game in Montreal's tickets went on sale Friday. Although I signed up for a notification, I completely missed it, and the good seats were sold out early. I'm sorry to hear that, Randolph. On the stream last Friday, Fiercey was involved in that, trying to buy it, and she was talking about it on the stream while she was trying to do it, and she was lamenting that a lot of the tickets were way too overpriced. And I don't think she actually did buy any tickets, even though she was in the queue and involved in trying to get in there. So I don't know. MJ, did you end up getting tickets? Or are you going to get tickets still? Maybe. So yeah, Randolph, you can get in there still. Maybe you want to go and sit up high. Maybe it's a cheaper mount and something. Andrew saying 100 points for Lex. You want to give me 100 points in trivia? Because I got your Malachi Flynn trivia. I wish I could. I don't know. David, will you give me points? Milbester saying Kemba is an all-star. Laugh out loud. He had a better career than Malachi did. Well, we're just saying that what we're saying, Milbester, we're not saying that they're absolutely the same. We're just saying that Malachi has tendencies and player build tendencies like Kemba. Kemba's a way better player, right? He's an all-star. He had a pretty good NBA career with notoriety. But we're saying that some of the issues that Kemba Walker had that Nick Nurse exposed in the bubble are the same issues that Malachi Flynn has, is what I would say. Yeah, not even close. It's just latter part of his career. His knees gave up on him with injuries. Do you understand what the distinction is? Is that they're a similar type of player with their build and their height. Now, Kemba did way more with his career, and you're right. They're not even close. But what Mike is saying is that there are parallels between Kemba Walker and his deficiencies that caused him to have to go over to Greece and play now, and why Malachi Flynn is not being successful in the NBA. There's certain parallels right there. Yeah. Tobias saying, I'm leaving tomorrow at 1:30 and my schedule is full today. I'm not sure what time I'm free. Man, I'm sorry I dropped the ball on this. Once again, my folks were here until Sunday, and they went to Manitoba, and I've just not been free. And yesterday was my first day to myself, and I had to go get a lot of things done. So in some ways, I'm sorry about this, Tobias, that we did not connect while you were in town. But I hope you've had a fantastic time in Toronto visiting and hanging out with your girlfriend and doing lots of fun stuff, like going to the Blue Jays game and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, if there's a chance that I can come see you today, I may try and do it. I'll send you an email. But if you're absolutely full today, I understand. And just saying, Malachi was 10% of Kemba, he'd still be a Raptor. I won't disagree with this either. I won't disagree with this. Mike saying Kemba is retired at the moment. Did he go ahead and retire from Europe? Because he has Europe contracts and he's been playing over there. Did he absolutely retire from the game? Because I think he's getting paid to play over in Greece. He went to Europe last year and he's been playing over there. So I think he's just doing Euroball now. David saying, why are we still talking about Flynn? For someone so hated by the Raps fans, he sure gets a lot of attention. Laugh out loud. People are fucked. Honestly, David, it's because I'm mad at him. I'm still mad at him. And it's really because he absolutely failed and screwed up our bench for like the whole time he was on our team. He was designated the heir apparent to Fred VanVleet. He was Red VanVleet. He had time with Lowry and Fred to learn. He just never took. And he failed so much for us. He failed more consistently than he was successful. And in some ways, Malachi pisses me off because he signifies the decline of our team from the championship year to where we are now. In some ways, I could argue that the Raptors would have been better off with a totally different backup point guard in the time frame that Malachi was here. We would have maybe won more. We may have had better bench scoring. And I blame him singularly, mostly Malachi Flynn, because his job was backup point guard, and the backup point guard's job is to make the bench better. And he couldn't even make himself better, let alone other people. So, no, I have enmity towards him, and I will continue to do this. David, you don't like it? Too bad. In some ways, I will shit talk Malachi Flynn. He deserves it. And I feel like that. You want him to just go off, and I know you liked him. In some ways, does it hurt your feelings that I'm talking shit about Malachi? I'm sorry, man. I'm going to do what I do. Mike's saying Lowry is playing at like 40 and Kemba retired at 32. He's not retired, Mike. He's still playing. He just plays in another continent. He is still playing right now, just so you know. Andrew's saying, David, because we wasted over 4 years trying to develop. Boom goes the dynamite. That's exactly why. And Andrew's, once again, we are very much saying the same things. I didn't see his comment, and he's exactly right. I'm giving you 2. You're at 21. You got the 21, Andrew. Yeah, that's exactly why right there. David's saying, and talking about it gets us time back, I suppose. No, but we brought him up because he is a part of our history. Milbester's here. We're going to talk about the OG trade. And as I said, we were talking about OG and RJ trade. That's still very relevant current news. And he has a part in this. So, I mean, seriously, David, if it really bugs you that we're talking trash about Malachi, just tune us out when we do this. In some ways, it's fun. It honestly is, because I think that the whole thing with Malachi was ridiculous. His father doing what he did a couple times was absolutely unprofessional and full of shit. And in some ways, I was like right there, get Flynn off this team. As soon as Eric Flynn started opening his mouth on the outside, saying shit, he's not helping our team. His dad is causing problems. Yeah, I hate Malachi Flynn. I just do, David. I'm sorry. I will never honor him. He's not somebody, even if he's friendly with the Raptors, he won't be, though. He hated it here, too. In some ways, when he left, David, do you realize that his father and him posted on Twitter, I'm free at last, when they finally got traded to New York? So it's not like he's somebody that we should celebrate or be happy about. In some ways, he goes the direction of tragic. Seriously. In some ways, he does. Now, here's a little bit of news. Speaking of Goran. Apparently, Chris Bosh is not going to play in the Goran Dragic farewell game that's coming up very soon in the next week. He is not going to play. He's just going to attend. So I guess the doctors didn't clear him to do cardio and run around in the court. So Chris Bosh is not going to be playing and returning to the court from 2016 is the last time he played. So he won't be taking the court in that game. He will be there in attendance and to wave to everybody. Now, I got the ire of some women on the Spurs group chat that I'm in talking about how, what a loser. Why is he doing this farewell game? And some lady came to me and said, well, it's for charity. You're a jerk, is what they said to me. I was like, well, I didn't know it was for charity. I thought this was just an ego exercise for Goran Dragic. So he's doing it for charity? Well, why didn't he put that in the forefront? Say, we're doing this for charity. Then maybe people will be like, okay, well, that's good then. To me, it just looks like he just wants to have some sort of stupid rah, rah, rah for his ego right at the end. But maybe they should put the first foot forward saying this is for charity. And then maybe people like me, they're haters, will be like, okay, I can respect that. But there's been no advertising that's telling me this is for charity. This lady's trying to tell me this is for charity. That's an after fact. I don't fucking know. So it just looks like some sort of dumbass farewell game that nobody else has ever done in the NBA. And like the lady's trying to say, oh, but he didn't get to say goodbye properly. Yeah, because he sucked in some ways. That's part of the reason why he didn't get to say that. Andrew's saying it helps me be staying sane. Yeah, I agree. In some ways, we want to dump on people. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we do. And in some ways, man, I feel bad for Malachi sometimes, but then I'm like, no, he absolutely screwed us up. You got to think about, David, all the games in the last 4 years where our starting lineup was fantastic, and then that bench lineup came in with him and Precious. and they absolutely gave up the lead, turned the ball over, missed a bunch of shots, looked like absolute shit. That's why I don't like him. That's why I don't like him. And you know what I'm saying is absolutely true. That we rued the day that the bench would come in because they were horrible. And when Nick Nurse said good luck with those guys, he was talking about Malachi Flynn and Precious Achua. Yeah. He was talking about those two guys. Seriously. Yeah. 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 Fair enough. David's saying, fair enough, guys. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Tobias saying, I'm doing the one thing I wanted to do on my holiday. I'm visiting the falls. Okay. So you're in Niagara Falls. That's not anywhere near where I am. So, yeah, I don't think that that's going to work. But listen, Tobias, next time, give me a little bit more ahead of time, and we'll do a Raptor Freak meet and greet where we'll get everybody from the stream together, and you can come and meet everybody and not just me. Sometimes I need a lead time. It's usually about 2 months, and I can do an event. Like Monique's birthday this summer was fantastic. We had enough time to really get it organized right, and it went off without a hitch. It was like one of the best birthday parties I've ever been to in my life. Monique's birthday party this summer. So yeah, we got to put some pre-planning in it. Don't spring it on me too soon. And then we can get everybody organized and together so we can all meet you, my guy. How about that? Yeah. Mike's saying we didn't have other players to take Flynn's spot. That, in some ways, that's an argument to say that Masai and Bobby fucked up by trying to go through Malachi for too long and not trying to get some sort of point guard competition on the bench to see who could take that spot. In some ways, that was a hole, just like the center was a hole at that time. We didn't have no proper center, and we didn't have a proper backup point guard. And that's the Tampa season right there. That's the Tampa season right there. Yeah, Mike's saying the cupboards were empty. Yeah, that may be a little bit of a fail on Bobby Masai, not having depth at those two positions. Andrew's saying he just kept getting chances when there were guys like Doughton and Banton just sitting on the bench. That's boom. That made me resent him because I was a big Jeffrey Doughton fan. And honestly, we didn't give Jeff a fair shake on our team, partly because of Malachi. Andrew, once again, on point right here. On point. And Delano, in some ways, oh my gosh, I wish we gave most of those minutes that we gave to Malachi to Delano Banton while he was still a Raptor. I mean, that's what I'll say there too. Andrew, you're on fire today, man. You're on fire. I'm going to give you another 3-pointer. You got the Norman Powell, 24, my guy. Norman Powell, yeah. And David's saying that's on Nurse. I mean, there's a little bit of blame on a couple people. I mean, Masai has come forward and taken blame for drafting Malachi Flynn. He said, if I have a mistake, it's Malachi. He said that. He literally said that this summer. If I've made mistakes in my 10 years of running the Raptors, Malachi Flynn. He actually said that this year. So, and then Nurse trying to go through Malachi too much. But how much of that was him sabotaging at the end? Oh, yeah, I'm really going to use Malachi in my last year of being on the Raptors. I'm going to continue to use him as a backup point guard for this team no matter what, even though he absolutely has been shite the whole entire time. He has not progressed in any kind of way. So I'm going to continue to do it. Oh, what is that? Is that saying that says continue to do the same thing over and over again, trying to get different results? It's just idiocy. And that's what that was with Flynn. In some ways, the last year of Nick Nurse, he shouldn't have had him slotted in as our backup point guard and getting that spot no matter what. You should have tried other people. You'd think after 4 years, he would have figured out that the dude wasn't the right one. Seriously. Yeah, that is on Nurse. That is on Nurse. It's on Masai. It's on Nurse. It's on Eric Flynn. And it's on Malachi Flynn for not getting his ass going. David's saying, it's just ironic. We have this we don't say negative things about Raptors players, but in most cases, ex-players. But Flynn is open game. I get it. Listen, we don't talk trash about most of the Raptors, but we give them allowances and as they get challenged and grow as young players. In some ways, we got to give them a chance, but we gave this guy so many chances. You got to understand. Like Andrew said, we gave this guy so many chances. It was so frustrating. It was going nowhere. We just ended up hating him. And that's just how it is, David. I mean, I will give Raptors chances over chances. Jamal Shed, if he's coming in this year and he has a career path that's similar to Malachi Flynn by the end of it, I'll probably dump on him too for wasting 4 years of our life trying to be our backup point guard. So it's not that it's specifically him. It's not that he's the redheaded guy. It's that, it's that whole career and what he added and contributed to our team was a big fucking waste. And it is very true. Masai Ujiri has a mistake on his record that's called Flynn. It's just how it is. Yeah. David saying Flynn isn't that relevant part of that trade. I know, but I'm just saying, if you got to stack up everything in that OG and RJ trade, I was just saying that the Knicks lost as soon as they took Malachi Flynn in on that trade. And some of that's a joke, but actually, it's actually true too. Some of that's a joke, but it's also true. Mike saying, with that, I'm here to share that I'm officially retiring from the game of basketball. This has been a dream. When I look back, I still can't believe the things I achieved in my career. He did that this summer then because he played there last year. So he retired from basketball this summer, Mike. He played there last year. And he must have just retired in the last month or so. So yeah, yeah. It's not. I did not see his retirement statement, but if he did do that this summer, then well, that's when he did it. He did then. Yeah. Andrew saying, my dad had an argument on Facebook with Malachi's dad because he called him a bum. Your dad's awesome. Yeah, yeah. Dad fights. Andrew's dad versus Malachi's dad. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I would have loved to seen that, man. All right, Andrew, you're like my favorite today. All right, you're gonna get a 10-pointer for that one because that's gold. You got the Akeem Olajuwon 34. Oh, wait, no, Charles Oakley 34. That's right. David's laughing about it too. I think that's hilarious. I think it is too. I still think that Iceman like Urban could be Malachi's dad. Just so you all know. Let's see. Mike is saying that the 6-foot guard was a 3-time NBA All-Star in Charlotte, and then his first season in Boston. Okay, you're doing the Wikipedia with him retired. Okay, I mean he must have retired this summer, and that's more recent news, Mike. You can look at the date. He didn't retire like a couple years ago. He just retired just recently, is what I'm gonna say. Mike's saying Doughton and Banton were here for a year or two. We're talking about the 4 years. Yeah. Well, I'm talking about when they were around and they had chances. Nick always picked Flynn. And I'd much rather him gone and done more with Jeff Doughton Jr. or Delano Bant. I could even say Jamias Ramsey. Any of these guys, I would have been like, play them more. Play them more. Mo's got my cutoff once again. I'm at 10 minutes too. So I've got 10 more minutes, Mo. Tobias saying, since you were talking about the 2019 championship for trivia, I have my replica Leonard ring. Yeah, they're nice, man. This is like one of my favorite possessions that I have in this whole entire world. This is my championship replica ring. And I mean, I'm just feel so blessed and happy to have it, man, because it really does signify the Raptors championship and all the great things about that year, the We the North. And man, I bought this from Skydome Steve, one of the groundskeepers for the Skydome. And he still works for the Jays. And he had an inside guy. He's like, these fell off a truck, Lex. And you want one of these rings? I have them. I have Ibaka. I have Siakam. I have Lowry. I have Leonard. You can take your pick. You want Van Vliet? Yeah. And I was like, Lowry, give me a Lowry ring. That's right. And I got the Lowry ring. We the North. Look at the fake little rubies and diamonds. Yeah, it's weighty. It's weighty. But these are beautiful. And I'm glad you got one too, Tobias. You got the Kawhi one. Yeah, I wanted to get Lowry. I wanted the GOAT. And man, this is such an important memento to me. This is one of my favorite. That's probably my favorite Raptors related item that I own right now is that ring. Mike saying the bubble, then Tampa, then the playoffs, then the play-in, then Fred VanVleet, Siakam era was tough. Yeah, he had all the ability, or not all the ability. He had all the opportunity to prove and do something and to make a big name for himself. He didn't. He didn't. I don't care if he came in a shortened off season and drafted in like November. I don't care. It's like, make no excuses. Come in and do what you do. In some ways, he didn't get all the good things of 905 in the beginning because they never sent him there because there was no 905 his rookie year. So in some ways, he did go to 905 eventually, but maybe it was too little, too late. So there's a couple different ways that Malachi was fumbled, whether it was on him or Masai or Nick. There's a couple ways he was fumbled. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Mike's saying it could have always be worse. How we feel about Flynn is exactly how the Pistons fans feel about Stanley Johnson, and they tanked for Stanley. Yeah, that's an even worse story. But honestly, the Stanley Johnson stuff is their fault. They're a really bad team at developing, and Stanley Johnson had all the potential in the world, and they ruined it. But I can get that. Pistons fans that are mad at Stanley Johnson, well, I'm not mad. I can understand why they would be in the same situation. Carlos saying, at least Malachi was not a top 10 pick. Laugh out loud. There you go. There you go, Carlo. That's a good distinction right there. You want to dunk? You get one. You get one. That's right. There you go. 45. You got the Rexdale bus. There you go, Carlo. You're on the Rexdale bus now. All right, let's see. Mike's saying we won the chip the year we drafted Flynn. Yeah. I mean, all right, maybe we are talking about Malachi way too much, and David's right. David's right. Mike's saying some of the Knicks fans were feeling RJ was a lost cause. All teams have their flins. Well, we know why RJ wasn't doing well there. And I knew, honestly, I could see RJ was a good player and he just didn't need to be in New York. I'm going to say this right now. I remember when RJ got drafted by the Knicks, and I was like a big fan of his already because he's from Mississauga and Canadian. And I was like, damn, he went to the Knicks. And this is my first impression of when RJ got drafted to the Knicks. That's too bad for him. I feel bad for him. And in fact, when I saw him get drafted, he didn't look that happy that he went to the Knicks in the first place. On the night of draft night when they called his name and he went up there. Yeah, that was my immediate response, gut response to when New York drafted RJ Barrett was, man, I feel sorry for RJ, is what I said. I'm serious. I thought that. And part of the reason why I thought that is because I know the mega media market that New York is and just how they over scrutinize everything. And in some ways, I knew that he was just a good young Canadian guy and he didn't need to go there. Well, he did, and it didn't totally work. And in some ways, exactly what I thought would happen happened. He got over scrutinized and he didn't get used correctly. So it's crazy. My initial reaction to RJ Barrett getting drafted by the Knicks was, oh man, I feel sorry for RJ, is what I said. Seriously. And we got to remember the Knicks weren't who they are now. They were a bad team and they were failing all over the place with development themselves. So that was part of it right there. Milbester saying Raptors won that year because of Fred and Lowry and OG. Malachi played no role at all. You're talking about on Tampa season. Yeah, we didn't win that year, Milbester. We didn't win that year. We hardly won. We had a very tough year, and that's how we got Scotty Barnes. But yeah, Malachi was actually overplayed that year. He actually had his highest scorers average in his rookie year. He had one of his highest scoring averages in his rookie year because in Tampa, he was getting real rotation minutes, like 30 minutes a game. And often he had to start sometimes. So he had some of his best games in his NBA career, his rookie year, to be honest. And that was partly because of the absences of different players throughout the whole entire COVID year in Tampa. So that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. That's his second year, I believe, the second year, because he was on our team. And his rookie year was the last year with Mark and all that. Let's see. Kareem saying, I'm glad I came late to trivia. I would have cussed everybody for Googling. There's no way y'all this smart, or am I just that dumb? I honored the no Googles thing and turned out I'm stupid as shit. Now, some people did use Google a little bit, but we tried not to encourage that, Kareem. So don't feel too bad. Seriously, don't feel too bad. All right, let me just review. We did the Leo's life tips. We did a great trivia today. I appreciate you, David, once again, for all you do to help me with this. Seriously, I know that I'm tough to work with in certain ways, but it's just how I am. I can't. Unfortunately, there is some Asperger's here, and I'm a little bit crazy in certain ways. So we looked at the ESPN ranking shit for next year. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, the pictures of RJ at his camp are great. He's smiling. He's the RJB camp. And I see that Coach Andrew Jones was there with him at the camp. Is that Jamal Shed also there? That's interesting. I don't know. That may be not Jamal Shed. But yeah, there's Rowan Sr. and looks like more family around him. Great stuff. Glad to see RJ having his camp around the area this weekend in Toronto. Good stuff. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to talk about here? No, I don't think so. All right. Happy birthday, Corey Joseph and Jared Bayless. And thank you guys for joining me once again today for the Raptor Freak stream. Tomorrow we'll do a Wow Wednesday. I have no idea what we'll talk about. It'll probably be something that happens this afternoon. And I'm like, wow. And we'll have to talk about it tomorrow. This Raptors related. So we'll have to figure it out. Yeah. Yeah. Andrew's saying that Tampa year was depressing. At least we got Scotty out of it, though. It was a tough year. It really was. It was a very, very tough year. And it is what it is. In some ways, I want to be better than that year this year. And that I'm pretty sure we will be. I'm pretty sure. Mike's saying he's talking about the first year back, I think, when we had Scotty at center and Precious was cooking. Yeah. I think that Malachi's best year was his second year when he was in Tampa. I really do think one of Malachi's best years was actually the Tampa year. Yeah, if you guys go look at his card, his statistics, I'll bet you'll see that statistically, maybe his best year was his second year when we played in Tampa. Yeah, because the bubble year was the year before the year he got drafted, is his rookie year. It's the bubble year when we went to the bubble in Orlando in August. The pandemic was that year also. No, wait, you're right. It's actually wrong. He got drafted after the bubble because it's all shifted over. That doesn't make any sense, Lex. So no, he wasn't on the bubble year. It's his rookie year that was his best year. It was Tampa year was his first one. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Kareem saying, did you talk about the new hire? Sorry, is this guy good? Roden. He did okay for the Pistons in certain ways. Motor City Cruise. We'll see. We'll see. In some ways, I have to do more research on him today because I didn't get a chance yesterday. And Andrew's saying, thank you, Lex. Enjoy your Tuesday. You're welcome, Andrew. Thanks for being so funny today. You guys were really funny today. And G saying, Kareem, you're a different smart. Your brain energy all goes to wit. Not sure if this is a compliment or not, though. Laugh out loud. That is a compliment, G. And I'm going to give you a dunk for that. No, listen, Kareem is brilliant. He is very much brilliant. He's extremely funny. And in some ways, you got the Patrick Patterson 54G. In some ways, he could be a stand-up. Seriously, you naturally have this. And if you know, it's never too late. If you want to start a hobby and you want to do this, you could do this. I'm serious. All it takes is an open mic, guy. You're naturally funny and you're quick. That's the thing. You're writing this stuff on the fly in front of people on the fly. And here, that takes a lot of talent. In some ways, I wish I had as much quick wit as you do. I do have quick wit, but it's not like Kareem. And I think, gee, that's a huge compliment right there. Yeah, Milbester's saying, you guys think if Nick Nurse stayed as head coach, then the Raptors are a higher seed in the East, even with this current roster? No, because Nick had run his course with us. He's a good coach for a championship team with veterans, but not with a young team that's developing. He can't coach young players, is what we learned. In some ways, he's a horrible development coach. So in our current state of affairs with our roster being so young, no, he'd be the wrong coach to have here in Milbester. And Mike's saying TD2 was better than Flynn and got minutes when they were both in their rookie years. Yeah, Terrence Davis was fantastic. In some ways, I was like, all right, I get it. He has a weird assault charge, but I would have held on to him longer than Flynn. And it showed when he went to Sacramento, he continued to grow and he started for them for a little while down there. But I don't know where Terrence Davis is at this point, but still, yeah. Andrew saying Darko's a culture builder and a development coach, complete opposite of Nurse. Nurse is a win now. Nurse is a win now, and he needs vets. In some ways, he needs Kyle Lowry on his team with him to be the best coach he can be because Kyle Lowry is the extension of him on the court because they know each other like this. And that's a big secret to Nick Nurse's success. And in some ways, that's part of the reason why Kyle Lowry's in Philadelphia is because Nick needs him around to help him on the floor. Now, once again, some of us have been saying this, and it's disrespectful to Nick Nurse, that Nick Nurse didn't really coach our championship team. Kyle Lowry did. Yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. On that note, thanks for watching me. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we'll be back tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. for daily Toronto Raptors, WNBA in Toronto, and Team Canada basketball news, notes, and reactions. I appreciate everybody. Wow, Wednesday tomorrow. And get out there and touch grass. Please like, comment, share, and post or join the channel like Dana did. You can get a really cool badge after a year of membership. There you go. Let's go, Andrew. Raptor Freak Andrew. Let's go and get some lunch now.